It has started.
But at the same time, for some reason,
Hi,
I've just
Loom.
got this gut feeling
Oi.
of like, hi Loom. I just got this gut feeling of like, maybe not. I mean,
They could have killed us. They didn't.
they could have, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Instead, they seem willing to cooperate, which,
They
if
hold on a second though. They didn't say they would cooperate. They said they want us away.
well, yeah.
If they wanted us away, they could have eaten our brains.
Wait, were you talking about the Illithid or
The Eldids.
the Blood Hunters?
Not with the Eldids.
Okay, all right.
Like, there's one thing that is troubling me. We never got
Oh,
to
only one thing.
like, there's multiple things, but the one thing like that I'm nodding right now. We never got to see Loriel. Like, we
Yeah.
have the doll,
For
but we
all
never
know,
saw her. So maybe like she died in the fucking corner, and we're like, oh yeah.
James. I thought we. What? I don't. This was.
You're breaking up so much right now. Pia.
Yeah, I couldn't catch any of it.
I'm not quite sure if this is part of it, but I could have sworn there was something about saying that if the person dies, the dog goes in. As well,
No.
or is that something
Nope.
else?
There was nothing about that.
I'm thinking of something else then.
Yep. Nope.
I've been watching too much anime.
What if like it's actually like we're all hallucinating, and we're still back
We
at
did
the
all eat porridge.
There's actually
Yeah, porridge.
not any like. There's no L'Oreal. There's not anything, and we're just like,
Turns out this entire thing is still just Soylent Green
smoke
is
too
people.
much Cheeky's weed.
No, links back to
We haven't.
Crumpet's campaign. Oh, we're just looking at each other and asking, "Are we the baddies?"
No.
Is this real?
Is this real life? Is this just fantasy?
Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
Like, I think we just
Anyway.
lost it, and like we're
Kenzie
just
just
like
bursts out. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
The Illithids just start showing up and doing like a fucking line.
Illithid's joined in the chorus, and they're like, "Gotcha, bitches!" Wait, no, shit.
Aha! We all just wanted to do a musical! And everyone hates fucking musicals! Ha 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 ha!
You got like that one asshole who's like, I actually like musicals.
So what do
No,
we know
God
about
damn
the
it,
blood
Jeff.
notches? There's 2 wolves, there's 2 lichens,
Then there's one useless.
2 mutants,
There's 2 mutants,
And
2
one-
lichens, and the profane soul.
and 1 useless.
You all know what they say about protein.
Sure,
Pro-
the useless.
pro-
I fucking hate you for that one, Alex.
According to Elijah, profane soul. I don't know what they do, but okay, I'm nodding that.
Discount warlocks.
Apparently, they're fucking
Discount
useless. I say
warlocks.
apparently
Okay.
because they are actually useful. It's just a particular player doesn't think so.
What do we know? They don't like us
No, they just
Yeah,
wanna
they're not a
fuck
big
off.
fan of you.
right now.
Still need to give them a hug.
Yeah, no. I mean, Shiki would like that, but I don't think it would be the same on the other end. Also, like, they kind of wanted to throw acid at her, and they kind of
They didn't know what you
They
They
were-
were gonna pour it in the hole.
There was some what?
They were going to pour it in your hole
Yeah.
because they didn't know what you were. You were a crazy fey hedgehog that was spying on them.
Why crazy?
You'd be
Because you
crazy to
snuck up on
spy
them.
on them.
Correct.
Yeah,
He
it's
stuck
not...
up on
You
hunters.
snuck up on a bunch of hunters.
I tried.
They weren't sure what the fuck you were, but you smelled like a fey creature. So they're like, well, okay, I guess we need to catch this thing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're downwind if you have lichens in the group, I guess. So
Well, not when you're that close. They were right on top
Do we
of
know like why they're here? Like they are hunting.
to hunt the
Like,
elephants.
but wait.
it. Well,
like,
you
why?
don't know what triggered them
Yeah.
to show up. You know that they're here to hunt them and the coven, but you don't know what triggered their interest.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Pax. You're reading my mind.
Yes.
Someone has to.
Shush.
What a
That's
dick,
so fucking mean.
right?
Okay, so if there's...
Sorry.
Alright, let's compile a list of questions that we can ask these guys.
Yeah, I'm trying
Do you
to
have
know
a-
all the things. We don't know what triggers.
You have a butterfly net.
No. To be hunting there.
Oh,
They
oh god.
are.
Also, just one thing I want to point out. They said that they keep moving the place around. And we did see that gigantic cart that James said that they were using to move the place around.
Well, we know that from the beginning. That the place is moving.
Well, I thought the witch's coven was moving, not the temple.
No, the temple moves it themselves.
Okay. We know. What do we know about the village? Hidden.
Where are we writing this?
Right now, it's just on my a document. Do you want me to
Okay.
to do a Google Doc or something? I could like screen the whole thing, like take a screen and then we can note
I
things.
guess for coordination purposes that Google Docs would work well.
Okay.
It's a lot better than the idea that I had in our campaign where I wrote everything down in a text document, James, to for an attack of on a plan of attack against the Baron,
Yeah.
which ended up being completely overwritten halfway through.
Overruled.
I mean,
Yeah.
no good plan survives first contact with the enemy.
Absolutely.
At least
I
it
mean,
wasn't
fair enough.
Sunflower.
Okay, so
Yeah, Priscilla might be a pyromaniac, but she ain't dumb.
um
Priscilla?
I ain't no dumb bitch. Except for that
yeah,
one time.
or
Which time was that?
And
Oh,
the
you
other time.
know,
kill.
you know the one time.
You know.
You know. Don't play dumb.
There are several, okay? Which one?
The library?
Oh, that.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that one. Yes. Yeah, no, there is only one that tops all others. I think you know the one we're talking about.
Cost me my soul.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes, it did.
Literally
We
ripped
can-
out your soul for that one.
Copy, then I'm putting it into the fucking session lounge. Please, if you're not a player,
I
don't
love
click
that
on it.
you guys are like coordinating on a Google Doc.
I mean,
It
we
works.
have to. Otherwise,
This is
I'm
life
not.
or death. Rifle ref.
I'm trying like to think of all the details and see like, What should we do? Like, does that make you feel proud, Pax? We are trying to not go murder hobo.
I'm a little proud that you guys had to break out a Google Doc for this.
The only thing.
No. There were proof of children.
We didn't see any at the temple.
You saw some at the temple going off to go eat. You did see some children,
Okay, I
That's
don't think
wrong
that was
with it.
mentioned.
I see.
but
like,
you didn't necessarily see the child you were looking for, but you did see some children.
Okay, fair.
Now, you weren't close enough to inspect them or whatever, but they looked relatively healthy. Like, they looked fine.
Oh my god, the coffee is disgusting.
They kind of look like, they weren't necessarily dressed to the nines or, like immaculately, like, wealthy, but they didn't look mistreated. Like, keep in mind, it's a fucking village. The handmaiden's a whore.
Something else I just kind of thought of as
That's
well.
funny.
Even if we want to leave the kid at the place, we're still gonna have to ward off the
Hated the
friggin'
whore. Who
we're gonna have
fucking
to
wrote
ward off
that
the
shop?
partners.
I saw that and immediately giggled.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Wait.
That is a hoe too.
That is so.
Who's the anonymous hedgehog? I want to know.
It's not me.
It's not me either.
I'm not writing anything.
Theo.
Yeah, it's Theo.
Oh fuck! It's
Oh.
Alex, of course. It works so
It's
well.
one of those two.
So wait, I kind of want like to get back to the beginning.
So we can organize this information based off of like who. So let's get rid of this and say something like
You want like?
We're doing some CSI level shit here.
Oh shit!
Right?
we don't need to bold everything. I don't know what you're doing there.
I mean, it's easier. And you look. Ah shit.
Hey, something I just thought of, right?
Hmm?
If we want to make the blood hunters go away, we could just sick them on the handmaiden, because I don't think they'd appreciate it very much if they knew
Assuming
where
the
somebody
handmaid's still
was.
alive.
Huh?
Assuming handmaid's is alive. But hey, we can't tell them exactly what our mission was.
That's fair.
But then they'll probably join the search for the little kid.
Wait, is it Dutch or Duke?
Duke.
Duke. Okay.
But to get some milk never came back.
He
Also,
went
I
to
guess
go
that-
get a fucking army.
Yeah.
He didn't go to get milk. Stop being. Come on.
Can we stop putting memes in there for like 5 seconds? I know it's difficult, especially with
It's fucking.
I haven't
done
almost
anything
1
yet.
a.m.
but
I had to express my.
Also,
Went
just
to
really,
go.
really quick question. In the porridge that people ate, did it taste like it had meaty chunks in it at all?
Probably.
Do an insight check.
Oh, no.
Inside like 3 hours later.
Yeah, to try to remember.
Okay. You know what?
Not just like porridge.
I want to do it too.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on.
Sure, I'll
Let me
jump
get
on
my
that.
character. Insight. Come on, Shiki. Oh shit! I did it privately. Oh fuck.
Oh, you wanted that privately?
No, but she did it privately.
See.
that was the best brains I've ever had.
Tiki.
Yeah.
No, it's the same.
Like,
They didn't
also-
screw with it.
Okay.
Can say honestly, it tastes from what you recall. They used some of the they probably skimped quite a bit on any sort of um seasonings, and it was very, very, very fucking bland. Which, if you're going to try to poison someone, is not how you do it. You would.
Do I know what brains taste like? Like even from offhand
God.
experience, like
This
I
is
I had
like-
a friend zombie or some bullshit like that. It tastes like chicken, you know. It's like, because I wouldn't have eaten those things willingly in my past life, but
I will assume in your travels that you have eaten a large. You have decided to have local cuisine at a
Oh,
number of
God.
ports,
Oh God.
and to your horror, one of your um experiences with a particular vendor of meatwares was not as discretionary as you would like, and it seemed he decided to use the entirety of a pig. So you do know that certain parts of an animal's brain tend to have a bit of flavor. You would assume it would be the same with people, possibly. You don't really know. You've never eaten people. You
I mean, it's
try to
ultimately
avoid
the
that.
same stuff for the most part. So, yeah. So I'm guessing they didn't sneak one in on us. By
If
the
they
sounds of it.
did, they are the most masterful chefs because they managed to do it in such a way that they masked the flavor and it tasted bland as fuck. And you have no idea how they would have managed that.
Okay, so I
No,
have no reason to
doubtful.
suspect. Okay.
Highly doubtful.
Unless they're messing with our minds.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. But I don't think they would need to go through that much effort.
Based on that insight check, you don't. So typically, you would have problems with memory or remembering things or something if there was any sort of manipulation of events. Like, it's not just waggle fingers, you don't remember. There's a little bit more nuance to it. There's no such gaps in your memory at this point in time. So, no, you don't think so. Your memories haven't been manipulated, and you can remember everything going up to the village to what you did to sleep that night. Like, you remember everything. If your memories were manipulated, there would be gaps somewhere. It's impossible to get it perfect. Again, I'm just giving that to you based off a 21 insight roll
Yeah.
for both
Right.
you and Shinky.
Oh, whoops.
I did a night.
I still had it on my
Wait,
clipboard.
wait.
What'd you put in there?
Put the fucking panic meme.
What? Did
God damn it.
Did I?
Don't put memes in there. Meme.
I had it on my clipboard. I didn't copy anything else over it, so
Wait.
Gotcha.
it was
Where
accident.
did I put meme?
No, Riz
That was
did,
me.
which is why I'm giving him shit.
I put
Anyways,
this on there. I still had that on my clipboard.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so.
Why are you?
Anyways,
but yeah, no, you
No,
again. I always maintain modified memory is not perfect. If you try to remember the period of time that's been modified and you have a suspicion that it's been modified, there is a chance that you will notice the gap. No. You don't notice any gap. So yet again, the two conclusions you can come to.
I got
Up to your
my mouse
characters.
here. This is my
Ah!
spot. Make your own.
Yee. Hold on.
The two conclusions you can come to, children. Fucking Christ. Are that they're really, 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 really fucking good at this to the point where you can't perceive it. Or they didn't fuck with you. Correction, the villagers checked on you. The guards did. The guards checked on you. It's not like the priest showed up in the inn and we're just like, hey.
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 And I am pointing out that is who you suspect to be the illithid based on the, like, statues.
Oh, wait.
Find out Loriel was the idiot the whole time.
It's actually Priscilla. Priscilla is the BBEG.
I feel like we're playing a fucking game of werewolf, like, I don't know.
We're basically,
Technically, we are actually. That's
Yeah.
pretty apt
Yeah.
description.
Pretty apt.
I want to bring up
Who's
one other
lying?
point though that I thought of when I was talking to Cha, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. How likely are these guys to let the kids even remotely like live?
I'm very confused by that question.
Oh no,
These guys, the hunters, the illithids?
yeah, the hunters. Like, if we lead them to the town and, you know, I just banged my damn leg. Ow.
Don't do that.
We lead them to the town and they do their hunting thing and whatever, you know, and they find the kids. How likely is it that they're gonna let them go?
You'd have to have a conversation with them. You don't know their stance on that. You could do... I mean, unfortunately... It's a super broad question is the problem.
No, it's just...
It's like personal preference for the fucking hunters on how each individual hunter would deal with it.
Hmm.
So it's not like you could even be like, oh, they're this kind of hunter, so therefore they would do this. It's not
Yeah.
really how that works. Like,
God, I wish it were that easy.
How likely are we to fuck this up?
Very.
And actually, it's neither
I
like
mean,
the
you guys are
illithids.
CSIing the fuck out of it, so.
It's neither the
we need
illithids
to
or the
stop
blood
using this
hunters. It's actually the
double
mom who is a fucking.
spacing.
Yeah, I'm still siding with the illithids.
Line spacing. Single. Yeah, that's fine.
They may be Cthulhuisk mind rapists, but they're my Cthulhuisk mind rapists.
Wait. What did you say? Mind rapist?
They may be Cthulhu-like mind
Did
rapists.
I?
Cthulhu!
Cthulhu is what you're talking about.
Cthulhu.
I
Cthulhu.
don't know what that word you said was, but it was not
Cthulhu,
Cthulhu.
I think.
Cthulhu. You know what I meant.
No, I heard
Really
something
like-
completely different. I'm sorry.
They may be Cthulhu-like mind rapists, but they are my Cthulhu-like mind rapists.
I guess.
kind of want to
And
check
you
something
really
back
want
in
that
the
in
recording.
A fertility potion, I think. I don't think she used several. It would kind of defeat.
I mean,
Yeah, we do need to go back and get that fertility potion.
Wait, what the hell does we?
Oh, yeah. I was like, the fuck are you? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that actually.
Tam, for your information, we are coordinating everything that we know of in a Google document.
And they're all fighting over it, which is fucking hysterical for the DM right now.
I hope you're having fun.
From a
Oh, I'm
celestial court
cracking the fuck
from-
up.
The worst thing that could happen is that no matter what we do, like it won't be important.
Okay, fine. Let's just do both.
We're just
We'll kill
like
everyone.
wasting time.
It's full murder hobo.
from anything you've seen.
We don't know which side is wrong or right. So let's
But your
just assume
eyes
they're both
catch
wrong.
Something
kill everyone.
that the rest of them miss.
Assume everybody else
Which
other
is
than me
on
is
the-
wrong.
Mhm.
No, I was just following with what Kyo said.
Very inside of the book that one of them is.
Yeah,
Because-
please do.
One, it's Dave
full
Matthews
murder, I
because he
stand.
can't spell the word. Anyways, he just wish I could say you were as welcome as any in the shelter here, but I am afraid your presence has disrupted the small.
So, wait. Let me get back to the goggle sheet.
Still very interested to see how you guys are going to do this. I have to say, as a DM, I'm greatly enjoying this.
I just feel like we have like the answer right in front of us, but we're not.
There is
just,
no answer.
They're just.
I
we're not
picked my
seeing
answer.
it. There's no answer.
There is no answer.
Yeah, that's kind of how he plays his games. Is that there's a moral dilemma no matter what action you
No.
take.
There's no right answer.
Correct. There's also no wrong answer because there's pros and cons to every choice you make. But there's usually an ideal answer.
And more right than yours.
Yeah, and
thought
we're
you were
trying
right.
to figure out which one is the ideal one.
Right.
Obviously, it's mine.
No.
Well, I mean, hang on. With the way we've been looking at it, though, we've been looking at it like making the Blood Hunters leave. What if instead of that, we go back and get those other guys to move?
They already do move.
Yeah, they already do that.
But why don't we go get them to do that now? Is what I'm asking.
Because-
That way we don't
Wait,
have
wait,
to.
I have a question.
What? Hold on. Before you start with that question, what do you mean? They're just going to continue tracking them down?
There you go.
That's fair, yeah.
Plus,
I was about
That's
to say
their
that would
whole
be their
thing.
first point.
They noticed that they've been moving, and that's the whole reason why they haven't done it so far, is because the illicit town keeps moving.
Yeah, good point.
and the
that
thing
doesn't-
is,
That,
if
that literally doesn't do anything for anyone. Nope. Except delaying the inevitable.
Correct.
Yeah, fair.
How do you have
Okay.
that follow us to the camp?
we also have to be very careful, because we know about like the village of illithids and everything. So if we talk about that in front of them, they're probably going to follow us.
Sunflower is
Follow our scents. And if we do come back to the village, and we didn't get anything done with the blood hunters, yeah,
So
they're gonna
I
probably gonna.
I
destroy
would be willing to bet that they will pick up and move as soon as we plan on coming back without having destroyed the blood hunters
Yeah.
because they have a raven that's capable of tracking the blood hunter positions.
Right.
And if the raven can tell us whether, or can tell them whether or not we actually did out the job they told us to do, then it doesn't matter whether or not we want to go back to the village or not, because either they'll move it, which would probably take some time. So being that they're illithid, they'll probably just misdirect us. That makes the most logical sense to me, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't go back. We have to make a decision here.
Right.
Which side we're siding on. We can't go back and talk to the other side again. We already talked with them.
We can't. Okay. Oh, okay. Is that what the kill or be killed means? We have to make a choice here.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
We're wasting so much time debating that we're losing sight of the objective.
No. Keo. Like, you're talking about that in reference to how PAX usually does his, or James usually does his games. I'm saying that that quote is referencing this ultimatum that we're forced on right now.
And it's a question.
So the question we have to ask ourselves first is the kill or, because there's two ways to take this. One, is it saying kill or be killed? Is it asking us what we'll do? Or is it asking, is it the only way?
I wasn't expecting to actually kill anyone, just knock them out. During the violence, yeah, but kill them.
I'm just brains of the operation, apparently.
No, I mean, I'm thinking. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm trying also to think about like what.
Yes,
we could
please.
do.
Let's put our heads to this. How did the handmaiden? Was it ever discovered how the handmaiden moved the daughter out of her room?
From
That
what
wasn't
you
hard.
gathered, she just went and talked to the girl, and the girl followed her because the handmaiden was one of the people who handled her. So she just guided her out.
So there wasn't any.
There wasn't a struggle. There wasn't any need for anything else. She just told her to follow her.
Was the window left open in that room?
I think
or was it just no struggle?
There was no struggle, and she left the window open to make it like kind of seem like she left, but you guys didn't fall for that shit. So
Okay.
yeah, she tried to make it look like, you know, the girl jumped out a second-story window, but she clearly didn't. Like, she didn't. So.
Okay. There is no strike-through option, apparently. That's unfortunate. All right.
We could always direct them to Swiftfoot and just have him distract them.
Oh my god.
Why would they believe us?
I don't know. I'm just literally throwing anything out there and just seeing what sticks.
I'm trying to listen to the last recording.
Is there some business here that you particularly...
And see, you are the.
Yeah, I fucking know. All right.
You are the Ed. You have to
Yo,
speak.
look at you trying to
We
make
don't-
sure
we
my
don't-
cat
we
does
don't
not
have to-
come.
Seriously.
You don't speak so terrible. That was punk.
Hmm?
I'm
Punk.
so happy I'm wearing thermals.
My cat just went for his testicles, so.
I'm wearing thermal insulated pants, so I'm okay. Scared me though.
It's so
Well,
fucking
no, I was
sad.
gonna say you're the face of the party, and I have a negative.
Yeah,
That's
same.
rolling our minds.
I'm just re-listening to the recording, especially like the part with the priest, just to gather more things.
No memory clips either. There's
I'm still willing to trust the village and the priest.
blood hunters are.
Why don't we ask them what happened to that to the body that was
Yeah, the
nearby?
thing that they were burning with acid.
You want to
Yeah.
ask them?
Yeah.
Well,
This would be the first thing you're actually saying to them. I'd like to point out. All the rest of this has been a really long stage whisper.
yeah. Well, okay. There's what happened to that body. Like, what did they burn? And what was it?
He
The other
kind of
thing? Oh
just
yeah, what set them off?
looks at you, he shrugs. Thought it was a bunch of the cultists coming after us. Had to get rid of them somehow, make sure they wouldn't come back. Burned it with acid and a bit of purified salt. As far as what brought us here, he kind of looks over, and you'd see the profaned one just looks up. I came from the village. Looks back and nods. Came to our order. Started telling us about a village that's making deals with covens. Gathering up a whole bunch of little ones. Bunch of
He came
illithids
from
to
the
boot.
village.
You know.
Wait, from the same village?
Yeah, he's from the village.
What is happening?
He grew up in the village and he left. And he became a blood hunter. And he told the other blood hunters where this village was, so they went to go hunt it down.
Why would he return?
So wait a minute. Hang on.
Why would he do that?
Wouldn't that mean that if I feel like I just had a big brain moment for
If
a
they were
moment there,
killing the
but-
children, then how did he survive to tell the story?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that as a young child you escaped the Illidid uprising?
No, okay. What was the exact wording that he used? Hex?
He grew up in the village. He left. He found
He
the blood
left
hunters.
after growing up. Okay.
Yeah, he grew up in the village. He left after growing up, and he wanted to become a blood hunter, so he became a blood hunter. And the captain kind of pointed out, he told us about this village that's has illithid and has been making pacts with fucking like hags and a coven. We can't have that. So they're out here hunting him to put that fucker down. Illithid are bad news.
But wait, if you rub there,
Well,
why
what was the kid's just?
why would you tell the blood hunters about that? Like, did they do something to you?
Make an insight check.
I was just about to ask what the kids. I was just about to ask what the kid's disposition was.
Normal, I would say.
Yeah, make it just a normal insight check.
Please, please, Shiki. 20.
Hey,
Hey!
Decent roll.
that's
He
a pretty good
looks
roll.
nervous as he kind of looks over at the other hunters and looks back at you and just. I didn't realize what kind of monsters they were, so I got into the blood hunters. That's all.
Fuck. Wait.
If I had known growing up, I would have put a knife in him myself.
Taking on a whole village of them? Yeah. Big fat fucking chance with mind readers around.
I'm assuming you're not saying this. You're hiding in a bush.
Yes.
I'm assuming that is an aggressive stage whisper to Dave.
If they're this big
Or
bad
just
thing,
not.
So, like,
Wait. No, Sunflower's turn. If there is this big bad thing, how did you get out?
Kind of looks at you and he just doesn't say much. He looks conflicted and worried.
And I thought they said they ate Bree. Did they eat Jean, right? No, memories?
Say what?
He's looking to his eyes. They eat memory. They eat dreams. No, memories.
Brains.
Right.
Yeah, no, they ate the brains of the.
Then
Kind
how
of
are
looks
you?
at the captain and he gets really quiet.
Yes. That's what I was looking for.
He started to say something and he got quiet after he looked at the captain, who just glares at him and looks back at you guys.
what is this bullshit?
Wait, so the captain glared at him to shut him up?
Correct.
So he's in on it, whatever he's doing.
Oh god.
Captain seems to know more than he's letting on.
Yeah, I'll say.
But he just shut the guy up with a glance.
Elijah is going to kind of look at the captain and then look back to the guy and go, we need all the information that we have on the thing. I mean, why don't you let the guy
Make a-
speak?
Make a persuasion check.
Can I help him?
Oh boy, I'm bad at that.
Ah, fuck.
Tiki, you would not help.
I'm trying.
14.
Oh, decent.
The captain just frowns at you and just says this. Boy doesn't have anything else worth saying. Already heard it all. A bunch of hogwash from here on out. The younger hunter in the back just goes, it's not hogwash, he made sure they were dead first.
Hold on one second.
What?
I didn't hear what you said, Susan. Alright, be right back. I gotta go deal with this.
Hi, Susan.
Hang on, I'm coming down to you.
It's racist. God damn it, Susan.
I don't know if anyone else heard me.
I
What?
did.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them to come back.
So wait,
Alright,
what?
well, I'm
what-
gonna go to the bathroom. But essentially, what he said was, it's not hogwash. At least they made sure they were dead first.
Which is exactly what the
What?
priest was saying.
What's hogwash?
I'll be right back. Hogwash, bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not important information. That's what it means. The captain's saying, oh, it's not important what he has to say. Meanwhile, he's like, it is important.
Yeah, it is important. In fact,
He's also the junior guy of this hunt, so yeah. There's kind of a rank and file thing going on here.
But he's
But I'll
also
be
the
right
first. He's
yeah,
also one of the first hand.
go do your poo poo pee pee.
back. Jesus.
Not really.
I got a wee wee.
You get a wee with your pee pee. I'm fucking a child. Goddamn.
We're all fucking child. We're all fucking children. Really?
I don't know.
Do I have anything that could be useful? No. Let me see.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome
Alright,
back.
So, want to hear what the kid said?
Yes, please.
I just realized that we also sounds like French.
Yes. And you want to know, like, which character? It's actually the name of a character of a famous TV show in French. Want to know who that is?
Isn't that what?
This guy.
Anyway,
I wouldn't know. Wait, no, he looks familiar. Hold on a second.
Yeah, in
What is
in French
Oh.
we call him oui oui.
I
Um,
am.
But that
Here.
what does we again mean?
Alright,
Actually?
yes.
Like literally?
Yes,
So,
yes.
okay, what did the guy say?
Gotcha.
So what he said was, the captain said, you don't have to worry about it, like all of this is just hogwash. That, we heard it all before, you don't need to worry about it. The young junior hunter, which you're getting that there's kind of a rank system going on here, and he's obviously the newest, kind of jumped in with, it's not hogwash, at least they made sure that they were dead first. Meaning, yes, they're eating brains. They're eating dead people's brains.
which is what we confirmed. What the priest said.
The priest said he was giving the dead bodies to the coven after doing a ritual. Never specified what that ritual was. He also never specified he was giving them the entire bodies.
Basically, giving them what they want and keeping the rest for themselves.
Feasting off the dead so he doesn't have to eat the living.
I can respect that.
Why are they going through okay, sure, they have a beneficial agreement, I guess, with each other?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Seems that way.
So if there's a
sound-
body in hand, the Illithids get the brains, at the very least. And okay, we don't have any reason to suspect that that entire village is an illusion, right? 'Cause that'd be
No.
a hell of a trip.
You slept on beds, you touched doors. That would be an immense amount of power to convince all of you of that. No.
Okay, so the guards there, the adults, were real, and they believed that everything there was just.
And the food
fact
was
that they
food.
went through, yeah, and the fact that they went through the trouble to use up the dead before even thinking about using the living.
The reason why this kid is here right now on the other side is because he joined the Blood Hunters.
But the thing is,
And based on your insight, Cheeky,
yeah.
he's not here by choice.
What
He looks
They're making
really
him.
kind of sketchy. Like he looks like he's about to run. Like he looks frightened. He looks scared.
Hmm.
Dudes. So they're making him do this. They're making him destroy the village that he grew up in as some kind of screwed up kind of initiation kind of thing, aren't they?
That's kind of what you're getting.
So basically, initial things aside, yeah, these guys are assholes.
And Sunflower was right.
But like, we kill like the whole gang, stupid gang, and we leave the useless one alive because he's like,
We
yeah.
can bring the useless one back to the village. See how it is.
Why would they want them there?
If he was-
Why would the village want that guy back?
If he was forced to do this. He is technically one of them.
Okay, but unwillingly. All right. He did say he looks like he wants to run. So,
Correct.
okay.
Shiki is getting the impression like this dude. Bullied is probably the wrong word, but he definitely looks like he's been somehow coerced into this. Like
He
he
doesn't really
definitely
want to
looks
do this.
like he's ready to kind of like bail on this whole thing. And even in his explanation, like he kind of just stood up for them. Like at least, they made sure they were dead first. And, well, why did you come here to hunt them? Well, I didn't know how monstrous they were until I joined the hunters and they told me. AKA, they didn't do anything to him until he joined the hunters, and then they were like, hey, they're monsters. He's like, oh, I guess they're monsters.
He's a wet blanket.
Yes.
He's a hunter.
That sounds about right. My time in World of Warcraft has taught me
So-
anything. Anyways,
I sap him.
Like,
Yeah.
Shiki will probably
misdirect.
Shiki will probably like tell the guys, well, if they didn't do anything wrong to you when you were a kid, like, what return? Like, if they are doing nothing wrong, apparently.
He looks really concerned when you say that. And the captain has this glare towards you. You're saying you're on their side.
I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to understand.
What's there to understand? They're monsters. We kill monsters.
Yeah, but he's still alive. Don't you think they would have killed him? Or at least, like, turn him into another mind flayer?
So they weren't very good at killing. What's your point?
Is that it? Like, that's your... Well-
Accidents say they were bright.
Yeah. Right.
Well, this dude seems somewhat aggressive about this. And, like, his eyes are narrowing. Though you do notice the other three seem to be kind of like...
Got his underlings thinking
Oh,
about
like
it.
Well, the thing is, like, if...
It's
They
funny
don't
what
feel like a
happens when
big
you start
threat if a
thinking.
pig got away.
Hold on. What, Elijah?
Oh no, I was just saying to Riz and to everybody else. It's funny what happens when you start to think.
Right?
Like, when you use your brain, like, whoa!
Well, here's my question. Are
Sparkles!
you saying that out loud?
No.
God no.
Fuck no.
That's why I
Sunflower-
specified Riz. I was like,
Yeah, he mentioned me by name.
That's fine.
Oh, or Sunflower out loud is
Out of character, James, not in character.
That's
He's
fine.
like, Kenzie, you in that bush, you dumb
You-
dragonborn. Come
Fucking
Ken's
Dragonborn!
Yeah. You're talking
Anyways,
to
what's
the...
Sunflower
Kenzie,
doing?
over there in the bush. Start thinking.
What are you doing, Sunflower?
He is saying out loud, if they're weak, if they're not strong enough to stop a little kid and not eat him, they don't seem like much of a threat.
Oh my
How are
god.
How are they still alive now?
Wait.
You make them sound like big evil people, but
Because they're monsters. And they're wounded. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna put an end to them.
They're
how
wounded?
did they get?
Wait. He said they're wounded?
I'm assuming so.
Do you know that they're wounded?
Yeah, how do
Have
you know that?
been there?
You know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
We
Give-
said that earlier.
Give me a persuasion check, Elijah.
Oh no!
Well, why?
Oh, of course.
Why am I?
Because he's the only one that, motherfucker. I fucking hate you. Sorry, Riz is being a shit.
Sorry.
You ask the question, the young one goes to talk, and the captain just points at him. One more word and you're out of the order. He just looks at the rest of you. I'm not here to argue the morals or debates. We already had this discussion. They need to be put down. You're not part of this hunt. Especially not wandering around with a bunch of fey creatures.
Excuse me, what?
And
I'm just wondering if they're still alive, if they're actually real.
yeah, fey creatures are real.
No,
No,
the big
he saw something that looked like a fairy on a mission, and now he's been obsessed with them ever since.
Good for him. As far as the rest of you, we've got our mission. We've got our hunt. If you don't mind, we need to be getting back to it.
Actually, now that I think about it, this guy here, what does he have anything on him that would identify his rank within the order?
This guy?
Yeah, he seems to be a captain.
Does he actually have the ability to throw people out of the order?
It depends on the order. Different orders do things differently. So, you're assuming based on how quick people shut up? Yes, he is the highest ranking person here. That being said, you do get the idea that sometimes on hunts things happen. Which is more what he's trying to shut down, is you sowing discontent or, like, doubt in his hunters. He doesn't want his hunters having doubt when they face the enemy.
He doesn't want them to think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thinking
and you
bad.
could use that against him.
So now who's the ill then?
Well, he still thinks we are rival.
No.
if
Yeah,
we attack.
he's the one who's trying to control his men's thoughts.
I'm just trying to think here, like what else can we ask him that's just really gonna make him?
Oh, I can do something to make him antagonistic.
What?
What?
Did you say attack?
No.
I can make him. I can say something that would make him antagonistic. So we're the good guys in this.
I mean, I wasn't thinking.
Antagonistic. Okay, you spoke so
Antagonistic.
fast,
Yeah.
I didn't hear the word that you were
I
saying.
don't think they're trying to be antagonistic.
Not really.
I think they're trying to, like, promote discussion here.
Yeah, we want his underlings to think for themselves instead of having his captain rule over with an iron fist.
Yeah. I think like that's the best thing, like.
So, I would keep pressuring him on illithids,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
I would do
You
the
know,
Because
same.
he
I
doesn't,
know I keep
seem like he
making-
knows what he's talking about as much as he
I know I keep making
puts
the
up the front on.
comment of discount Warlock quite a bit, but if you really think about it, though, frickin' because the Profane Soul is still technically a half Warlock / discount Warlock, can't they still be under a Fey patron?
Yeah.
Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be under a Fey patron? Like, can't they still be
They could. They could actually have a lot of patrons.
Yeah, so these guys are sitting here talking like, oh, Fae need to die or whatever. Meanwhile,
Well, we don't know
what's the
what kind
kid's
of patron
patron?
he has, but
Yeah,
You
it's not
don't.
guaranteed to be Fae.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
but we could ask him.
It's not.
Like you could ask him, be like, "Hey, what's your patron or your soul or anything?" And I don't know how it works. So
It's your
Are you-
soul.
Actually,
Are you asking him what his patron is?
well, actually, no, never mind. Sorry, I just realized how stupid that question is because I just realized, oh, yeah, the whole point of Blood Hunter is they take in the aspect of the thing they want to kill.
Those who've taken this, push this to the limit. They do pull on corrupting arcane knowledge, making pacts with lesser evil to combat the greater.
Fair enough, yeah.
So not necessarily. They just see them as the lesser of two evils.
Um. Trying to think.
well, wait. He said that the Halithids were not good at killing, yet they still managed to get corpse from the forest.
Yeah, because remember, people die naturally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the priest told us that,
yeah.
so it's not that big of a surprise.
No, it's not. But like that maybe means that they don't kill at all. Why should we kill people like that don't kill?
Why should we kill a pacifist, basically?
Yeah.
Well, maybe not entirely pacifists. They are willing to defend themselves when push comes to shove, but
That they're eating brains of dead people. Okay. They're
They
dead.
found a loophole. They found a loophole in their biology to create a beneficial environment for both them and the people under their care.
and technically speaking, if they didn't, do what they're doing now, then bodies would just start piling up. Technically speaking, this is almost like kind of an ecosystem here.
I'm saying they found a beneficial way to help all three parties survive.
Yeah.
Right now, they'd all three die. The kids and all future kids that get brought here die. The hags die. The Benedicts die. Everyone dies.
So what are you guys doing?
We're trying to find like
Trying
a
to watch what we're saying so
Yeah.
we don't step on toes.
what
Not
we're
saying
saying,
anything
but
except
like
that one episode.
keep continuing pressuring the to make like them think about, hey, yeah, you're maybe killing pacifist Elithids. Maybe like they don't do anything wrong.
The
Are
the
you
problem is they're
saying that,
hardwired.
or are
No, no,
you
no, no.
just...
It's no, right? No, no.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
The problem is they're hardwired to thinking that a specific way. We're trying to
It's basically
undo that.
indoctrination.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to convince them that maybe you guys aren't actually here to hunt and kill this. Maybe you think the big evil thing you're trying to find doesn't actually exist, and this is just a wild goose chase. Give up and go home. That's what I was trying to instill in them. With the whole, if it's this big evil thing, then why is a kid still alive here?
Yeah.
Why are there memory issues? Why are we all not dead?
Why are they
This-
letting people go?
You say it's wounded with no proof of that, and you're just wandering in circles. Do you really have a point being here? That's what I've been trying to
They
Push that.
they say it's wounded with no proof, and he's willing to bring his men into the meat grinder for that?
Do an insight roll,
Only Elijah?
Elijah.
Mm.
Only because Elijah would know how their organization would work better than the rest of you.
Yeah, for sure.
17.
Not bad.
You're right, that's suicidal. However, as soon as you went to say there was no proof, the little one opened his mouth, and the captain told him to shut the hell up, remember? So there is proof. You just don't know what it is.
Elijah is going to kind of glance to the kid again, and then kind of back to the captain, and is going to go, I mean, look, I get the whole destroying thing, but you have no proof that this is a wounded animal, and if there is none, you're sending your men right into a meat grinder without any evidence. Like, do you have anything? Are you willing to send your men on a suicide mission for something that might not be true?
Do a persuasion check.
Elijah. Come on.
I have advantage on it.
Nope. Only because you failed the last one.
Oh,
God.
come on! No!
So he just kind of glares at you. Oh, now you care about my men, huh? Now you care about how good this hunt goes. Why are you here? What's your purpose out here, huh? Been talking an awful lot about what we're doing. What the hell are you hunting?
Idiots.
no,
Did I say that out loud?
no. That's a bad thing.
For the record, I
Chris.
didn't say it.
I know. I figured, but he would have a snarky remark to that, but
Mhm.
I can't do it.
I know, you'd probably say, like, oh, so the bush starts. Wait a minute.
The holy bush has spoken! Anyways.
Yeah.
Elijah is just going to narrow his eyes back to the guy and go, "You're trying to redirect it back towards me. What are you hiding?"
Make another persuasion.
Ooh! Come on, Elijah, come on.
It can't be much worse
Yeah.
for.
Oh, my phone's going off.
Come on.
Can't, but it shouldn't.
Oh my
Why
fucking
did I
God.
open my
God.
mouth?
Hello?
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Yep, I'll,
Oh my God.
get a shower.
Wow.
So I'll just get ready really quickly.
The only way it would
We're
be funny if
trying
there was
our fucking best.
I had to take my headphones off. Oh my God, really?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
He just frowns and I'm trying to keep the information for my hunt to my people. You're not part of our order. And I think you're taking way too much of an interest in this, friend, and you haven't answered my question. Why are you out here? Why are you spying on us? Are you working for that little village?
Hang on, my internet is dying a little bit. I keep going right back into the red.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
He is questioning if you are working for the village, and he is saying that he is keeping the information amongst his men, where it should be.
Also, I need to run and put my jeans on because Mom wants to go out for something to eat there.
Like, right now?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
I guess as final response for Elijah. Oh shit! How much can we actually tell this guy?
Do you want someone else to take over the negotiations, like Shiki, and we'll just say Elijah's backing her up?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
Good luck, Shiki.
Oh my God. I
I already
don't,
dumped this right on you.
the pressure.
let me
The
just go put my
pressure
pants on.
is.
So what are you doing?
I don't fucking know. I'm
No,
trying.
no.
Oh.
Alex.
he just cut his mic.
Did he leave? Oh, you muted.
Yeah. Thanks for leaving me.
Good luck.
If he goes,
I mean, I would maybe roll better charisma if I need to do persuasion again.
That's fine. So, with the conversation where it is, how are you going to interject in order to try to salvage this?
God.
What? Okay. Okay.
He's talking to Grumpy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, she just came over and was just like, poke, 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 right now. Like, what? Anyways.
Well, if we reveal we work for the village, like, there's gonna be a fight. Obviously.
Probably, yes.
Obviously. But the thing is, if I lie, what do I tell
why
you?
lie? What are we here for?
We're here to save a child. Like, basically, we're here to find back Loriel.
But if we say that like that, they're gonna say that the Illidan stole her.
That what?
But if we say that, he's gonna turn it around and say that the Illidan stole her. That they're gonna use it as evidence that there is thing in that. Yeah.
Evidence that there were.
Yeah, you're cutting so much.
If we tell them that we're here searching for a child, they'll turn it around saying that that's proof that the Illidan is here, another missing child.
Yeah.
So we can't bring that up either.
All right, clothes are
Why
on.
can't we not bring that up? How
Because
does that compromise the mission?
they will turn it around and say that that's more evidence that there is something evil lurking in this forest.
Oh, also, Elijah, do you want to get your final word in then?
Yeah.
Trying to think of what to say exactly. It's asking why we're here, why we're so interested.
And if you're working for the village?
And we can't, like...
Problem is that if I say anything, I'm going to be asked to make a deception check, probably, against his insight. And it's probably going to end up rolling very, very well. But the problem is that, because it's my luck, because it's me, and my luck is bad, his insight is gonna be higher.
I mean,
You already rolled bad twice. What are the odds it's gonna happen the third time?
Look,
I've been rolling bad more than twice.
have you
What?
met Alan and Precious?
Be optimistic.
No.
I am optimistic. This is the
You're being
optimistic. I
realistic.
didn't say I'd get on that one.
I'm trying to find like a way for us to get at least advantage on persuasion or deception. At least, but it's gonna be difficult.
You're hunting idiots going on a wild goose chase.
I'd make a deal with him and just be like, hey, let the kid speak and I'll tell you why we're here. Without threatening to kick him out of the damn order for just opening his mouth.
You want to do that? Are you going to attempt that as intimidation or persuasion?
Probably more persuasion than anything trying to cut a deal with him.
Do persuasion.
Ugh.
Come on, Elijah.
Stop saying that, because whenever you say that, it's gonna make me fail.
Come.
Do it.
What
Oh
did
my
I say?
God.
My fucking god.
Every time.
Just
Every
narrow.
t-
You know what? I'm gonna give you advantage. Roll again.
Thank
Oh.
you.
I'm gonna give you advantage on this one.
And they add together.
I'm gonna add all of your previous rolls. No.
Oh my god.
He just looks at you and just not how it works. Time for you to walk away. In fact, high past time for you to walk away.
I'm laughing too hard at my own failures.
So if anyone else wants to try attack, by all means.
I mean, I kind of want to save the thing, but like, I don't know
Alright, go
what
ahead.
exactly what to say.
Go gadget burning bush is a go.
No.
Please get a bug.
I am your god! They all
I have
immediately
something-
drop to their knees. Anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
I have something really stupid I want to try.
sure.
That-
Keep
that-
in
that-
mind,
I'm
if
fine.
you fucking suggest it, you're doing it in character.
Never mind.
There you go.
Yep. All right, I gotta get going.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
If I'm back by the time the thing is still going, then yes. I
Okay.
guess as one last insight though, I'd like to see how his other men are actually responding to this whole conversation. Like, are they still finally using their brain and thinking, or
They seem to have their doubts.
okay?
Good.
So,
Anyway, I'll see you later.
Shiki
Well,
and Sunflower.
Shiki and Sunflower are struggling.
Because Elijah is sort of like, and kind of glances at the two of you like, I don't really know what to do here.
Same, bro.
So does that mean no fairies or children?
I should just... Kind of looks at you, Shiki, like, hell.
Well, we're gonna put a pin on the fairies, okay? But not right now.
Don't be that.
You just hear the captain. You can put a pin in whatever you want over there. Time to go.
Hold on.
What?
Q, you
Yo.
wanted to say anything?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want like just to keep like pressuring them into being like, hey, you have a kid that grew up into the village, and that is apparently healthy. That is, that joined your whole gang, and you want to make him like burn his own village just because they're apparently evil creatures.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check. Cheeky.
Please,
Yep.
please, please.
That
13!
makes sense to me.
Woo! It's better!
It's above 10.
Yay!
Above average.
The captain just looks at you and glares. I wouldn't expect a fey creature to understand.
Yeah, oh, of course.
We've got rituals for this sort of thing. When we hear there's a whole coven and a whole colony of these damn things starting to spring out in the middle of a forest, we take care of it before it becomes a bigger problem. There's only a couple of them now. There could be hundreds of them before you know it.
Wait. Like a couple of them. Okay. For how many years? Your kid is old. How old is he?
Make a persuasion.
One more. Yee.
The captain just goes, I don't... And you hear the one in the back go, I'm 23.
So for at least 23 years, they've been there. Maybe more. And what do they do? There is fucking orphans. That's it.
He's glaring at you openly. What's your point, Faye?
My point is, for 23 years old, they would just stay there and do nothing and stay in the forest? Don't you think like
They've
they
been
would have...
stealing children and selling bodies.
They're not stealing children. They
Wasn't it the lady who sold it?
What?
Wasn't it the crazy lady who sold the child?
What crazy lady? The hell is your stupid orc talking about?
I don't.
He's talking about Laurel. Loriel. This guy doesn't know anything about her.
So wait,
So
what?
he just looks confused and he just glares at you. By the way, Shiki, make a persuasion with advantage.
Yay!
You're starting to make sense.
For fuck's sake!
You would notice the guy in the back looks even more nervous, and one or two of the other hunters is kind of seemingly starting to glance towards the captain. Like, you're starting to see some doubts, which the captain is picking up on.
And now Flower's turn to speak. We went to this big mansion place where apparently a child went missing. Turned out, this crazy lady sold the girl.
The hell do you mean sold it? The hell are you talking about, orc?
She sold the girl for a doll. It was a pretty doll.
Doll? He looks confused.
I don't have it.
He looks confused, as though he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Sunflower's not exactly sure what he's talking about. He's not 100% sure what all this stuff is, but they sold the girl for a doll. The doll represents the girl.
So, Shiki, are you going to explain?
Well, yeah, I was going to when I got cut by Sunflower. So I was like,
Gotcha.
I mean, at least it's in character. Go ahead.
So, what I was going to say is for 23 years old and more, they would stay hidden and, like, raise orphans and, like, I guess, like, trade bodies, but, like, people are leaving children in the forest. Like, it's legend there. It's not a legend. It's more like it's a thing.
It's known for disappearing children.
Yeah.
He just
It's
kind
literally
of
forgotten.
glares at you and he's like, what kind of legend? What the hell are you talking about?
The Forest of the Forgotten. Never heard of that?
I heard mention of it.
Well, you should know.
The child does. That you would notice the young one in the back nods. The captain doesn't seem to know what you're talking about.
Well, can I look at the guy and say, well, explain. Explain to him.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
What I missed?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So you say this, and the captain kind of looks at you and looks to the junior, who goes, people abandon the children here, sir. They tend to sell it to the coven and they get a doll in return.
Yeah, that.
He kind of looks back at you. So they found a way to mercantile all this. Does it make them any less monsters?
Well, I don't know. Is your junior there, like...
They raised him.
Yeah, they raised him.
Kind of looks over and looks back at you. They're still monsters.
Okay. Why are they monsters? Explain to me.
Can I? I'm going to. Hold on a second. Would I have to cast a stealth roll to do message?
Yeah, but you'd have advantage because they haven't noticed you, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it!
All right. Fucking.
One in two.
They're all worse than us.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case, you're now part of the conversation.
Yeah, and if they haven't noticed me, I mean, whatever. It's kind of amazing if they haven't noticed me, honestly. Or maybe
You haven't moved.
We've been kind of pissing him off.
Yeah, there's been a much bigger distraction right now.
Okay,
Hey.
I'm gonna try and message Kiki.
Yay.
Whoops, didn't mean to double click. That's fine.
Double message. Yes.
Yes.
I hear
Double
two
double
voices
message.
in my head.
Just
And
go
it's
ahead.
the same one.
You hear the angel on your left shoulder and the devil on your right. It's
Just roll a stealth check with advantage first.
okay. Skills stealth with advantage.
11. Oh, come on. Damn,
Okay.
we were rolling kind of low. Uh-oh. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
they probably have good good perception, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of concerned about
Oh.
that.
Oh shit. It's gonna be everyone. Oh no.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this conversation.
Oh shit.
I don't know why, Tam. I read that as boiling, and I'm like, yeah, that's also
Okay.
accurate.
So what are you saying?
Um, I'm saying that if the orphan was compromised by the Illithid's influence, why would you be recruiting him into your order?
Interesting. But
Don't you think they would know your location now? If that was the case. Captain doesn't seem too bright on that.
so wait, nobody detected the message?
No, you asked the message and you got the information. What are you doing now?
Well, I guess I'm repeating the same thing. Is that yeah?
Make a persuasion. Regular.
For fuck's sake!
Oh my god.
You know what? I think it might be better.
I'm
so I'll be
turning
right
into Elijah. No.
So you go to say this, and you would notice the captain's not listening to you. He's looking at the bush.
Oh no.
Yeah, go fucking figures.
And he slowly looks back at you. You got some more little Fae friends around here, do you?
So what?
Are dragons fey?
You've got a dragon.
We have a dragon guy.
Dragonborn. Got
Yes,
it.
that's it.
Wow. Okay, I mean, I guess the gig is up. Luckily, what's his name's character can still stay behind here.
Yeah, Dave isn't moving. Dave just sort of looks at you and has this look of sucks to you.
God.
He's not moving.
Yeah, Dave is just like watching the butterflies around.
I feel like everyone's forgotten that he exists
Yeah.
in this game still. So yeah, fun stuff.
So are you coming out, or are you just staying back there?
I think it would be best for you if you just come up, but like.
Yeah, so am I.
No, don't tell like the bad news. Tell also the good news. Like.
Okay, so what are you doing?
You coming out?
Um,
I'm coming out. I want the world to know.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I just come out with that green suit off of a kitchen
Fucking
countertop. I look up at the camera. I'm gay.
fucking fireworks going off behind you.
Oh, you don't know the video I'm talking about?
No, I do, but
Okay.
I'm just saying it doesn't have enough sparkles.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're a dragonborn. Come on, have some
Yes,
class.
thank you, Tam. That's exactly what I was looking for.
I'm coming out.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and walk out with my hands sort of up and being sort of half sarcastic with, wow, you weren't able to smell me, but the whisper gave it away. Huh. And I guess I'll walk over with the rest of the group.
Reginald, if there's any more you little fuckers out there, I suggest you gather all of your little pricks up and you fuck off.
Oh, we're just having a discussion here.
I've noticed. I've got a hunt to do. This discussion does not help it.
Right, and the hunt is at your campsite? Because that's all you were doing when we came over. Nah, it looks like you have plenty of time to talk, actually.
Sassy
We were going to
Kinsey.
fold it. We were going to fold it up, and
Uh-huh.
we were going to move on.
Is the fire still going on in the background?
No, it's like embers.
Oh, it is embers. Okay.
Mhm.
You light it again.
They were sitting around the fire though, right?
No, they were putting it out.
Oh shit.
You could see them in like the silhouette of it as they were like collapsing it, but they were kind of getting to the point where they were going to collapse it and move on. But you caught them literally trying to collapse their camp and move on.
Okay.
And that's when someone was like, "I'm a hedgehog."
Um,
Can I just look at the guards and say like, are you really sure about this? Like, are you really sure about like why you doing this? Like trying
well,
to.
if the captain says so, I guess, right?
Make a persuasion check.
Advantage or not?
No.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
They kind of look at you, and the three other ones just sort of. We're following our captain, if that's what you're asking. The one in the back clearly just didn't say a word.
Yeah, well, I don't think Juno there really likes that idea, but
They look at him. And he goes, "No, I'm following the captain."
yeah, of course you would. You don't have much of a choice anyway.
I didn't say that.
No, you don't have to.
You don't have
Your
to.
silence speaks volumes.
I'm back.
He looks concerned, and the captain kind of looks back at you. The way I treat my men is none of your concern.
No, I think it is. Because you see, we're looking for someone. And you just so happen to have an interest with possible captors? Yeah. The creatures that are oh, excuse me, the monsters that are raising orphans. Which, yeah. I've never heard of monsters doing that to begin with. So, it might even be possible that we can strike an understanding between each other. I mean, since we're being annoyances, I think the best way to get rid of us would be to talk this out.
Make a persuasion roll.
Can I assist? Can I help? Or
You
No.
don't need to.
Natural fucking 20.
Oh yes, Kinsey, I love you.
I
Close
just
to
really
fucking
He
enough.
kind of looks at you, and he just has this, and he crosses his arms. If it'll get you pricks out of here, what the fuck do you want?
Right. So, if these illithids are actually as monstrous as you say they are, and I know what illithids do, but it just doesn't scratch me the right way if they're raising orphans to the ripe age of 23 to be released, I say looking at the guy in the back, and not doing anything. And as far as I can tell, it would appear that they're free to go when they come of age. So, if they're not holding them against their will, and if you're not concerned for the fact that they released one to be conscripted into your order, which also scratches me as concerned. Because if you were trying to hunt these things, you probably wouldn't want one of them into your own group.
Do a persuasion with advantage.
Oh hell yeah, bless.
In their minds.
16.
Oh,
You would notice the other hunters look to the young one, and they all have this genuine look of confusion when you bring that up. Like, they never thought about that before. But the captain's just glaring at you. It's not something new to him. He already knew this.
Now,
And he's glaring at you.
now, judging by your captain's reaction, I can tell that this is something that he's thought of. Whatever religious ritual he mentioned before apparently takes care of such concerns. I don't know. I'll admit, I'm not a blood hunter like you. Still, if your underlings there have any concerns, which it does appear they do, Captain, I say directly to him, you might want to address such concerns with them before heading into the Viper's Pit.
He glances at his men and he looks at you. Make another persuasion with advantage.
come on, Riz. Oh
Yeah!
my
Play
god!
that
I
trumpet.
need to
He
take.
goes to step towards you, and the hunter nearest him just reaches his arm out and grabs the guy's arm. And he looks at him, and the hunter goes, "We need to talk." And
I
they
think
look
Discord keeps cutting me off every time I'm loud, so I'll try to keep my voice down.
They look at you, and they kind of just glance around. Hey, Junior. Yeah? Piss off! Yes, sir.
Junior, we'd like a word with you, actually.
Would you like
Alright.
to join?
So he's going with you, and they...
Keep your distance. I don't want you touching any of us. Because I don't want them to think that I'm
Fine.
conspiring with them. With
He
Yellow.
goes over here, and they're gonna go have a word with the captain.
Flower is ignoring instructions, is coming over to him with arms wide.
Sunflower, do not.
He takes a 5-foot step back. He takes a 5-foot step forward. He takes a 5-foot step back. 5-foot step forward.
Sunflower, back this instant now.
Sunflower,
It turns
please.
into this game of
Please.
avoid the sunflower.
I promised the guard a hug, and I'm getting a hug.
He turns and
You might have
fleeing.
someone to hug.
Sunflower,
Are you seriously pushing?
I will
Okay, hold on,
happily
hold on.
give
Stop
you a
for a
hug.
moment.
Anyways, the guard
I-
starts essentially avoiding the sunflower, but he is staying close enough to you
Nope,
guys
nope,
that
sunflowers on. Okay, there we go.
Yep. he is staying close enough to you guys that you can talk with him. He is just avoiding touching Sunflower, if
Okay.
such a thing is possible.
Um,
Hold on.
that's fine. So, excuse me for a second. I'm going to cast my favoriteest of all spells, Detect Thoughts.
Yay.
You guys probably used to that.
And you can only
Yeah.
hear screams.
You start casting the incantation and do an insight check.
Okay. I hope this is okay.
Oh
It's
god.
not.
No.
Okay, so he just watches you do it and he raises an eyebrow, but you would see when you finish it, he goes, The first thing you get in your head from him is, I wonder if he's trying to become a savior.
A savior?
I'm gonna say out loud. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to redirect his thoughts that way. Shit. Why did you join their order?
I mean, I needed gold. It seemed like a thing to do, and
You
honestly,
needed gold in a village that doesn't use gold that much.
No. I mean, I left the village. It's a very nice place, but I mean, you live with the same 50, 60 people your whole life. I wanted adventure.
Is that why you joined the village, or is that why you joined this order? I say, pointing behind me.
Why I joined the order? And as soon as I got out of the village, the rules of the village is once you leave, you don't come back.
Okay,
And
what is he thinking during this time?
precisely what he's saying.
Okay.
I mean, not for nothing, most people think what they say. So you can tell he's like gathering his thoughts, and you get like flashes of images of like him leaving and him trying to like barter with people and then being like, coins, motherfucker! Like him trying to like get used to that from leaving the village. But he left the village and he was broke. And he needed gold. But he seemed to have some talent with a blade. So he joined these hunters because they had gold. And he wanted adventure. And he wanted to impress them. So he told them about this village that he came from where he learned how to use a sword. And they took a really big interest and gave him lots of gold and lots of whatever for more information. And then he figured out why they wanted it. And he suddenly wasn't as willing. But it was a little too late.
Yeah. I kind of want to adopt him now.
And if I do an insight check, does that seem genuine to him? Or was that my insight check there?
I mean, you could do an insight check if you want.
20.
You get the fact he's really freaked out. He seems kind of traumatized by all this. And you noticed a look of almost recognition when you started casting Detect Thoughts. Like, he is fully aware you are reading his mind. He's also not resisting. He's like, oh, you want to read my mind? Cool. Like, you get for someone who grew up in that village, that's normal.
Yeah.
Like, he is not perturbed by what you are doing in the fucking slightest. You have never felt someone as relaxed as they are in this given point. This dude is entirely relaxed. So he's just looking at you like, okay. He's like, I don't really want to be with those assholes anymore because they're assholes.
Would you like to join us back to the village?
I don't think I'm supposed to go back to the village. That's sort of how the village works. Are you allowed to go?
Only if we kill these asshats, apparently.
I thought we
Yeah,
only had to stop them.
Can
Oh,
I ask?
get the feeling they're not gonna.
They're out of earshot, by the way, right? These blood hunters.
Correct.
Okay.
One sec. What? He kind of looks to you. I don't. Without the other hunters, I don't think the captain's gonna get very far, and I was the only one who could find the village.
Can I ask?
So,
Can I ask your name?
I suppose.
that's DM speak for fuck. I didn't generate a name for this guy. Fuck. Let me pull up a
No,
generator. Fuck.
I kind of like to see like he has a name of like deep speech or something like that.
Oh,
Abyssal
God,
name.
No.
Speak origins.
I was just really, really kind of hoping you wouldn't ask it yet, but
I mean,
you
I
kind of figured it out
can
early, so
I kind of want to adopt him.
he just kind of smiles at you. My name's Azrael.
Oh no! I'm so fucking happy.
We're adopting Azrael. Great.
Yes.
Azrael of the
Hold on a second, hold on a second. Okay, because both Alex and Cha are in on something that I'm clueless about.
Okay.
What is the importance of the name Azrael?
Okay. Have you played Undertale?
Azrael is the
yes,
child of the king and queen of.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. I played the game now. I remember now. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
It's
why.
also an anagram. It's also an anagram for murder.
What?
What? No, it's not.
No.
No, it's not.
Murder.
No,
I don't
that's
remember murder having a Z in it.
That was Dreamer. That was Dreamer. My bad.
Yes.
Correct. That's why I only used the first fucking name. Jesus.
I remember there was murder somewhere in there.
Oh god, I'm so fucking happy. I kind of want to ask him, like, if he would want to join us.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but I'm waiting because.
Because I'm still interrogating
yeah,
this
you're
guy
still
and
like-
trying to get some answers.
Yeah, go ahead.
He looks a little confused by this entire circumstance, by the way. Like, you get this dude is entirely confused.
like, Shiki's just wagging her tails, like,
Am I gonna die?
You get this
No.
guy isn't as jaded or racist as the other ones. He was just sort of going along with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Riz.
Azrael. First off, wish we would make you under better circumstances. You seem like a genuinely decent folk. We are in a dilemma here.
Right? I'm sorry.
Well,
And
I was actually hoping
You
might
feel
be able to help.
genuine, like, not exactly sorrow, but sympathy, maybe?
You see, we're looking for a child who was raised in the same circumstances that you were, probably.
I forgot.
I'm assuming you were sold off as well, or left behind, some other form of abandonment.
I was just a babe. I was told that they found me at the edge of the forest. Never even knew who my mom or pa was. Which one of them? Both. Don't know.
Gotcha. So,
You also feel genuine sorrow about that.
Oh.
okay, so there are genuine emotions behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, so his background checks out then.
I'm just saying your detect thoughts is still up, so
Yes.
the
yeah.
the
I just-
feelings in his head are matching up to what he's saying. Like he's not having a breakdown, but
I mean, he's probably so used to it at that point, like
Yeah, but they're
it
really
doesn't
old
affect him that much.
wounds.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they're still there.
Um. So our dilemma is this: we have a concerned mother who is looking for their daughter, who was sold off to the witch's coven your village is so in league with. And speaking of which,
He looks really confused, by the way. If if um if she was so concerned, why'd she tell her daughter?
she didn't sell a daughter though.
Get it?
It was an accident.
She had her daughter sold, but it wasn't uh her that was doing the selling. It was the dwarven
Handmaiden.
handmaiden.
Ah,
It's
that
a long story,
I don't
but
believe I've ever heard of that one before. All right.
I don't think you would. I would be impressed if you did, and that would raise a lot of questions. Anyway, so
He just shrugs.
long story short, we're looking to have this child back in the hands of their parent, um, of the mother, and we followed the trail from their house through the woods to the witch's coven, and from there to your village.
They
And
nods. Makes sense.
now, be honest with me here, because I need to know, and there are
I
some hints that
don't
give it away.
mean to be rude to you, sir, but there's 4 of you and 1 of me. I wouldn't exactly gain much by lying. And you all, and he kind of taps his head. And you hear in his head, read my thoughts.
I figured. But yes, that's also um, what's so intriguing to me is that you're used to it, which also supports their claims of illithids in the village. Were you aware of this when you left?
Oh, yeah. The brothers are both illithids. I knew the word when I was, oh, I don't know, when I started working for the temple. So, 10, 12.
Do you know
We'd
why?
help them prepare the bodies.
Oh,
I see.
It was grisly work, hard work. But it was
Do you
necessary.
understand? I understand that. Do you understand what illithids are known for outside of your village?
Not until I left the village. I don't know what to tell you.
do you know why are they doing this? Like helping orphans?
No.
Hmm.
All I know is they always praised being the shelter of the forgotten. They alone know those who were forgotten. They provide shelter for those who were left behind. Means and safety. It's not a great life. As in, you're not going to be a king or an adventurer or rich, but a happy one. A lot of children leave, get the wanderlust, or get bored. They never seem sad to see him go.
But
Some of
this,
them send back gifts,
Do
things
you
to make
know?
life a little better.
this child's still wanted though.
Like I said, I've never heard of a circumstance like that.
So, so you know
I
what they prefer
was
to.
not a good student. honestly, I can read a little bit of the speech, but I was certainly not going to be a savior.
It's funny how empathetic I am to that statement. Because if you knew, and in our character, if you knew anything about Kinsey, he too was the lazy bastard of a student in his group.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I was not that good of a student. I don't remember anything. Like, I'm so sorry.
Like, they put me in wizarding school. It's not necessary. I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Anyways, so um, do you? So he said that they prepared the bodies. Yes.
Yeah.
Does he know what for?
I mean, to
If you ask
Other than
me,
just giving it to the
yeah, to the
witches?
eyes.
Well,
coven?
if you ask him, he would just, well, we move all the time, and graves leave a chase. We would prepare the bodies. We would take the a knife and cut out the back of their heads, get their brains. The brothers could retain the memories and keep them as part of the shepherds to stay with the village forever. And the rest of them would go to the coven to help feed the rest of the children. The coven are sort of our arms. They protect us if anyone ever were to attack the village, and vice versa. Those who live in the village and decide to give themselves over for the rest of their lives, well, the arrangement. We'll live here for the rest of our lives, and when we die, you have our body. And whatever we learned. I know there are some adventurers who came back to the village when they got older, frail, and we took care of them, put them up in the inn. They wanted to get back to the village. That raised them. I don't know much about death, sir, but I have seen plenty of death.
I see.
I just know that I wanted to see the world. I wasn't going to see in the village.
I think you and this child would get along just fine if you ever met her.
I'm
Because from
sure
my understanding, she has one loss as well.
I'm sure if she's
Although-
in the village, she's plenty safe. I've never seen anyone mistreated more than, well, if you're causing mischief. I mean, the brothers, never violent, but there is those nuns. You don't ever fuck with the nuns. And he just kind of shakes his head with like this look of distant PTSD.
Don't ever fuck with the what?
The nuns.
Did we do that? No.
No,
Which
but
is-
from the thought he's having, you get this memory of like him and his friends like stealing like something from one of the nuns' bedrooms and then running down the hallway, and she has a switch in her hand, and him getting caught and him like limping back to his room afterwards. Like, you don't fuck with the nuns. The brothers won't hurt you. The nuns will. You don't fuck with the nuns.
God, I think I killed Riz.
I thought that was the priests are just gay illicit taking care of orphans. I'm not
That's-
sure if James was
that's
reading that
all
one,
I
but
see.
I'm sure you'll appreciate it all the same.
That's all I see, really. Fucking gay couple taking care of orphans. Yes.
That's not exactly how they reproduce, but sure. So,
Let me have my fantasy, okay?
that's fine. But yeah, he just is like, don't mess with the nuns. They taught me everything I need to know about using a sword.
Hmm.
You didn't think a nun could Know how to use a sword. They know how to use swords. And again, you just get like PTSD flashbacks of him learning martial weapon training from a fucking nun.
Ninja nun.
Molten hosting, lost connection with socket server.
Nah, just ignore it. It's fine.
Okay. That's all. Okay, anyway.
That's hot. God damn it, Kane.
Damn, I love you.
It seems to me that the best solution is now that we have the upper hand in terms of like logic and having these hunter underlings actually use their brains and questioning the captain's intent.
Mhm.
We could use that as leverage for removing them from their trail, and that would fulfill the requirements to return to the village.
Ah,
Perhaps I
Right?
wasn't clear. You get the idea they're not going to continue the hunt.
oh yes.
You get the idea that they're going to have a word with their captain about keeping information to himself to make a hunt look a little more appetizing.
Okay,
Yes,
so
we
that's
won.
already a foregone deal. Like they're not doing this anymore.
Correct. The three are done.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
thank you.
However, they threw Junior out of the order.
Ah,
Is what just happened.
I
That's
don't-
why they told Junior to piss off. Is
Okay,
this was
Let's
his
adopt him.
I can
initiation.
deal with that. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't plan on bringing Junior back because again, that's
Yeah.
not what especially if he's been conscripted into that order.
Yeah. Junior was told to piss off. However, they're going to go have a little word with their captain because they don't like the idea that they were conscripted into some crazy vendetta hunt. That was not what they were told initially. Clearly, they were lied to, and it's 3-on-1. You don't get the feeling they're after the village anymore.
Can I ask?
Pretty
Okay.
sure the village saw the
So-
whole thing.
This is
Or-
great because I mean we don't need Junior back
He
along
has
for the
a
trip back to
name.
the village. I know he has a name.
Yeah, you don't need
Relax.
Junior.
We get bit in it.
Honestly, I'm thinking of inviting him to the guild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's adopt
that's
him.
what-
Fucking let's adopt him.
Let's not call it adoption. All right, I'm
Yeah.
not sure he.
That's on you. I'm
it's
adopting him.
I
It's an option.
fucking hate you. You're
So
not
far,
helping this.
So far, still trying to get that hug.
It's fine. I have. I.
You
I
told
am-
him not to touch him, so he's like hiding on the other side of Kinsey now. Like he's standing uncomfortably close to Kinsey and just looking weary of Sunflower.
I promised the guard I would give him a hug.
Not right now. Can I ask him
Thank
to
you.
join the guild?
I mean, you could.
I'm not gonna stop you, unless Dave wants to put in.
He's got so.
Dave is like,
I would
you
like.
kind of look over, and Dave is just like leaning on one arm, and is just watching all of this from behind his bush.
I. His,
Like he's
Uh,
just watching you.
anyways,
Like draw me
I
like
Dave
one of
isn't
your
ready to
French
come
girl
out yet.
kind of pose.
So. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't really have anywhere to go,
I want to
No.
ask him.
do you?
I mean, not immediately, but the hunters taught me a few things. I think I'll make my way somewhere. There's always room for a sword, and well, I guess they weren't that great with their secrets. I learned a few things.
Yeah, especially if they're so blatantly willing to place their secrets in as their
I
name.
really wasn't a fan
Um,
of.
It doesn't appear to be quite effective if Elijah's response here is anything to go by.
We got that a lot.
Yes. So my point is, I think I might have a spot for you. You see,
She keeps
my
just
friends and I
wagging her
here.
tails.
You see my friends and I'll gesture to everyone, including David's character from behind the
He
bush.
kind of like looks at the rest of you, and when you like point towards the bush, he looks over, and he just notices the hand coming out of the bush waving at him, and he's just like,
Huh.
"Oh, there were a lot more of you. All right."
Yes.
And like you
We-
hear the thought of, "Is he like a tree for? Oh no, there's a person." Okay. Like you get, he didn't immediately see him. He's like, "Is that a tree person? No, 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 it's a person. All right."
Great.
Do we have any
Um,
tree people at the guild?
We have. We are from a guild called the Misfits and the Guild of Misfits and Majesty, and we take on all sorts of odd jobs and odd lots, and there aren't many people that aren't welcome to join our ranks. And I think, with your experiences, you might be a welcome addition to our little shindig here.
Well,
Which honestly isn't so little anymore, isn't it? We have, what, 25 members now? It's grown quite a bit.
25? More
I
than
mean,
that.
if
Like
there's
players.
a lot more than that.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's like 100 plus,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
NPCs, who cares about them? I mean,
No.
no. I want you in our guild, please.
I want you in our guild. Please, you're not expendable. Fuck the other NPCs. But he just nods. I mean, if you'd have me, sure, I guess. Absolutely. I suppose I owe you one at the very least. I'll at least hear him out. Got
Excellent.
nothing better to do. And it would be nice to see the old village if you would mind me tagging along.
And I'm gonna sigh, and I'm gonna say, unfortunately, they wanted us to remove, and I quote, make the blood hunters go away, end quote.
He's not a blood hunter anymore.
Yeah.
I
I don't know if that description
Is it
is
a right-
removed so
Is it
quickly.
a Hydra blood hunter? I think they meant the bad ones.
You
Yeah.
do have a blood hunter with you, and with all due respect, sir, I could be the proof you need that they would be leaving, and that you did so without, killing them.
We would
Otherwise,
never kill them.
it's
Break a
your,
few of them, maybe.
it's your word against, well, it's just your word. If they see no face, I mean, they know I'm not a liar. And they've been in my head a few times. They know how to root around in there. It's not that bad, really.
Can I insight
He just says looking
check,
around at the rest of you.
Yeah, can I insight check that to see if there was anything nefarious done?
But don't you have like
With
the tech
his-
thought still?
Yeah, you have
yeah, I
the
still
tech
have that
thought
up.
still up.
I never put that down. But the thing is, he grew up in a village where casting detect thoughts was like breathing.
Do an insight check. Go ahead.
So, he probably has like a +10 to deception as far as like hiding thoughts go.
No, do an insight.
13.
You do get from him that he's way too comfortable with this.
Yeah,
Like,
I figured.
as a human, this should be bothering him a lot more. That being said, it's just overexposure. Like, he came from a village where this is as natural as breathing. Like, no, it doesn't freak him out. And he doesn't see it as, like, a violation of anything. Yeah, no, you're just reading my thoughts. Whatever, not a big deal. But you're only reading surface thoughts. Yeah, it's the same as talking. You do get he has very fine control of such thoughts because of growing up in an illithid village. Yeah, of course you would. You don't want one of the brothers glancing at you and figuring out you're like fantasizing about one of the nuns. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
really good control of what he's thinking about.
Oh, so that's why like the nun, like you
But
don't have to don't fuck with the nuns. Huh.
but I mean, the thing is like you get the feeling he's being very genuine with you. Like, there's nothing nefarious, and do an Arcana check.
Okay. Luckily, I have a +5 Arcana.
Oh god, no.
And I failed.
Can I do it?
Yeah, he just seems really, really open to this. Like, he seems fine. You don't see anything nefarious by any stretch.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to refuse uh, your suggestion. See, they led us, the Illithids. They had a method of leading us here, and I suspect they have a method of tracking the hunters outside of, towards the outside of the forest just as well. I don't
Very
think
well.
they would have. I don't think they would have required you as proof if they sent us out there to begin with without guarantee that you would come along.
Very well, so it's fine. If I'm not to come with you, where should I go? I'm assuming you want me to come with you back to this guild of yours, so you don't want me wandering off somewhere. This forest is a maze. I don't want to get lost or eaten by something. And
I'm
the
all for
mutants are
braving.
over there. He says, kind of pointing at the camp. I was the guide because, well, I could figure out where the village was. But I can't exactly find my way out of here. I could find the coven. Do you want me to just wait for you by the coven? They may not be happy seeing me again, for obvious reasons.
You know what? That
I'm
would,
still suggesting go with us.
that
All
would,
go to the village.
I would accompany Azrael to the coven. I kind of want
If you
to ask
want.
something to the witches before we leave.
Hold on a second. We have a means of going back to the village through the scent of the doll. This is not in character, by the way. I'm just stating. Like, we have a blunt hunter that
Yeah.
can sniff
Correct.
out the doll again if necessary.
Though
So,
you did get the fact that even though this guy apparently has a way to track the village, they were being befuddled. Meaning, if they don't want you to find them, you won't.
yeah. I mean, if it was taking them that long and making camps,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think that was going to be.
But you do get the idea that you will be allowed back. It's just they're going to question, are you done? And if so, great, then come on and explain what happened. If not, they're just going to shoo you away. So, great. But you're done, so it's not a problem. The thing is if he's not, like, you get that this guy can find land points, like landmarks, in the forest. But the forest itself can't. He can only find the village or the coven. He can't find his way out because currently the coven is fucking with him. So until they stop, he's just going to wander around in circles. And if he splits off by himself, he's afraid something's going to eat him. Because his protection is over there and doesn't like him anymore. So, well, yes, he did want to return to the village because he selfishly wanted to see the village again, because he grew up there. Like, he was trying to sweeten the deal by being like, I could also say you're a really good guy. Like,
Oh yeah, we could do that for him. Come on.
he's also pointing out, like, what the fuck are you planning on me doing? Like, if you want me to go back to your guild, that's great, but where am I gonna go? Like, I'm
I
kind of
was
stuck.
Right, so
hoping he would be able to leave, but I guess that's not an option.
No, he would
why,
get lost.
why exactly are you against him coming with us to the village?
Because he's a hunter, and technically that would mean there's still a hunter here.
They
Yeah,
got
And
rid
you're
of-
leading a hunter back to the village.
yeah, but
But
like
he's
we
no
can
longer-
always explain, and they can read his thoughts, and like, what's the big deal? They could probably
They
read
did.
our thoughts
Here,
as
just
well.
kick him out.
We need a method of finding each other. And I'm not sure how to go about doing that.
Well, I can find the coven. If you get it back to the village, and trust me, it won't be hard for you to find the village if they want you to, then just ask them to send you to the coven. Trust me, they'll help you find the coven. And you'll find me there. Anyone
Wait,
that's
I
lived in this forest can find the major landmarks. It's not hard. It's just not something I can explain either.
Wait, is the coven the ladies with the weird frying pan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, they don't like me there.
Which
Like,
is
What
why
did you
we're not.
do?
He had an encounter with a mimic.
You hit one of their mimics? Why?
I was trying to make a net.
You punched one of the... Why?
I was trying
It's
to make a net.
Sunflower. He has a method of thinking, and it's hard to move him away from anything
Right.
he sets his mind to.
It was a frying pan.
I'll lead these two, since your friend here seems to be rather attached, to the coven, and we'll go and, I suppose, have a word with the witches there. Let them know they're safe. Hopefully they won't turn me into a frog.
I don't want to split the party up.
Well, it's the end.
Then
like,
why
no
are you
matter-
not having him come with us?
Or I'm coming with you to the village.
Yeah,
What
just
is
have
I
him
know. So, okay,
That's-
Halton.
He's trying to respect your wishes.
I know, and I appreciate that he's so willing to work with us on this. Like, it's great.
Like,
Then we're
Honestly, this is the most cooperative human being in this whole fucking godforsaken forest. Like, it's great having someone that's actually, you know, level-headed as far as a nerve-stapled, ill-fed, raised human can possibly be.
Slightly neurotic human. Yeah.
Yes. Which says a lot. Anyway,
what happened. So they know him because they raised him. I don't see why they would not be okay with him
okay,
coming
so
back for a visit.
like,
Because he's not supposed to, technically. But that being said,
Neither are we.
correct. They're making an exception to begin with. This is all kind of weird, unknown territory for even him. Where he's like, I don't really know how they're going to react, but to be fair, they don't usually make deals with outsiders, so...
He's no longer with the enemy. He's now working with us. We have permission to come back once we get rid of the enemy. He's part of us now.
like I don't think it matters too much. Really?
Sick. Come
You're
on.
way too
Oh my god. Why, Pax? Why are you laughing?
Because what
It's
Stick
overly
posted.
complicated.
Yeah, it stinks like more kids. Like he's 23.
Oh. God.
Great, more mouths to feed.
Like, it's fine.
Or negative Nancy. All right, children, what are we doing?
Well, I would like to go back to
Alright.
the Coven, but that would be just like a little RPG.
We left a bad impression at the Coven, at least
That's
with the
fine.
village.
You
they
can go back
gave
to
us
the
a-
Coven later.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So-
I no matter what happened, I'm just like here. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
how about
before
this?
the adventure ends,
If they
you can go
really
back.
want us to not come back with him in tow, I think we'll figure that out.
At the
You
door,
know,
probably.
Yeah, if the door ever shows up. Like if it shows
Correct.
itself,
If you travel for 4 hours and there's no
Yeah.
door, hey, fuck off.
yeah.
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 We'll meet you back at the Witch's Coven. So, you know what? Let's try that. Because I'm sure they're keeping an eye on this whole thing right now anyway, as it is. So,
Okay,
let's do that.
so
Let's get this over with.
you guys travel, and it takes you about 20 minutes before you would find a couple guards meeting you in the middle of the woods who look very suspicious of your little entourage and just tilt their head at you. I didn't think you'd be coming back with more people than you left with. You care to explain, friend?
I think the extra can explain the best, honestly.
He kind of steps forward and just smiles. Hi, I'm back. Oh, hell. Yeah, you're explaining this one. And he just turns and walks back to the village. So-
If it's any
bring
concern,
you
he's
back.
not staying.
Rude.
So,
That's
hope
rude.
it's
It's
not
like
too
you're
much of a
fucking-
concern.
It's like you're fucking explaining this. I'm not.
Great, Sunflower can handle it.
No.
No.
No, you don't.
Sunflower.
You
Don't
are
touch it.
not fucking over all of this work that I did to get us through this module. You will keep your mouth shut. I swear to God.
So, you get back to the village and they escort you directly to the temple. They're not allowing you to deviate, like, at all. So, you are brought back to Brother Ven, who was, getting ready for service, and he kind of looks up and just smiles of, "Oh, you're back so soon, and you... Azrael. Oh. Do you mind explaining?" He just says, kind of looking at you, like, Kinsey, with this look of utter confusion.
He was tempted.
I apologize.
Luckily,
I don't understand.
my understanding is that you are willing to not keep any citizens of this village here if they wish to leave, but if they do leave on their own will or if they're excommunicated, then to not expect a welcome back, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
which is why this is a confusing circumstance. It's kind of like watching Azrael.
Yes. Now, he is our proof. Before I say anything, I will state he is not going to stay here.
Very well.
He's coming home with us.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Now, having stated that, he was tempted because he needed money to survive in the outside world. Now, I know you don't use coin much here in this humble village of yours, but out there, it could be a matter of living another day or starving yourself to death if you're not capable of
I
paying.
am well aware. I
Okay.
have lived a number of years outside of this village. I'm well aware. Thank you. And he
Sorry,
kind
I
of-
did not mean to presume.
He looks to Azrael, and you would see the two of them just stare at each other.
Uh-oh.
I can
They're talking.
probably tell they're
Awkwardly.
mighty reading each other.
Yeah.
For about a minute.
He just nods. I see. Well, it seems you've done what I asked. Amazingly, I don't know what to say. I'm impressed. I did not think such a thing would be possible. And yet here you are.
With the party of losers, yes.
Yeah, the parties of 3s and 4s.
Oh
for-
my
for
god.
dice
Well, I mean, he meant more, dealing with this thing without murdering everyone. But yeah, sure.
Fucking
I
we
did it.
we grew wrinkles on our brain.
You did. It was you have the wrinkliest brains.
No,
Yes. Yes.
I don't want to be
Yes.
wrinkly.
Yes.
You are the wrinkle-brained.
We don't have smooth brain anymore.
He just nods. I sincerely thank you for everything you've done. I am only saddened that there's very little we can offer you, but I do recall that you wish to speak with the child. Toriel, was it?
Loriel, close.
Loriel. Heh, I went with the original name. Haha, I suck.
Yes, you did. I can't believe you. No, actually, I can.
Yeah, you can. This whole thing's been a fucking reference.
I can believe that.
So yeah, he would nod. He kind of turns and looks. For the sake of, I suppose, our normal laws, I will ask that you all remain here for a moment while I go and fetch them. Okay, you're not really supposed to see the children to begin with, so just stay here. I'll go get them.
Okay.
So, a moment later, you would see a small young girl brought out who looks very confused. It looks identical to the doll that you have. She looks well fed, well kept, and at the moment irritated.
Okay. I don't want to make it too blatantly obvious. I want to do an insight check, and I'm gonna greet her. I'm gonna kneel down and say, "Hi, Loriel. How are you feeling?" And I want to insight check her response specifically to see if she was mentally tampered with.
Do an insight check.
For fuck's
Can
sake.
I do it too?
Back down to the 3s.
Sure.
Please. Can you have the other characters that are being NPC'd right now also do insight checks?
Absolutely. Hold on.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Oh
You know what?
god.
+5
For
insight.
fuck's
Let's see what
sake.
that does.
For fuck's sake.
Oh no.
Car screeching.
For fuck's sake.
Why are they all single
Really?
digits?
Really?
Every single one of these.
Dave, come on. Dave. Dave. Dave.
Oh my god, Dave. David's character saves the fucking day. All right.
So you're all kind of sitting there being like, Illithid are really fucking confusing and really scary, and please tell me you're not a mutant child. And you all kind of look to Dave, who just kind of shrugs. It's fine.
Okay.
Good.
I'll fucking take his word for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Right.
Fuck it, pick up the child. Let's go. Anyways. So she just kind of looks irritated, but otherwise fine. And she just looks up. Hi. Who
Hi.
are you?
You might not know me, but my name
No.
is Kinsey, and my friends and I. Now, first off, I must state that. How do I put this?
Look, your mama told us.
I believe I understand why you left, and I don't want to hold you under anyone's authority. By that I mean, I know you wanted to see the world. And I know if I may make this assumption, that is what the handmaiden offered to you, right?
No. I mean, yes, I want to see the world, but no, she said we were going for a walk.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
She pulled up the dog
Well-
trick.
You got to see a part of the world at least. So.
It nods.
Also, what's this dumpster? And why is there a fox?
Shut up! You're not in this
Shut
group.
up! You're not fucking here! Fuck off!
Oh my god.
Bitch. Anyways,
That's your fucking.
I know, and she's being a goddamn bitch by jumping into my scene.
I thought you were a gentleman.
I am, but not when
Pax-
she jumps into my goddamn
I
scene.
love how
Pax, I
you're
am
accusing
shook.
the DM of just enforcing the rule that only those involved are to be in voice chat. Like, anyway,
What?
because Crumpet jumped into voice.
Yeah, and she shouldn't, and she knows better.
Right.
Because she's
But
a goddamn
Todd
DM.
is calling you a bad
Yeah.
person for doing that. No, he's just enforcing the rule. Anyway.
No, I'm calling him bad because he called her a bitch. That's not something you should do.
Even when she does
the only
things like
B
that.
word you should call a woman is bionicle. Because bitches love bionicles.
For
Jeez.
What about
fuck's sake.
Cannon?
Moving on.
Crumpet's like truth.
Anyways.
Alright.
She said we were going for a walk and then brought me to the forest. It was dark. And I wanted to go home. She wouldn't let me go home. Then she brought me to a bunch of old hags and said they were going to take me. I didn't want to go. And they said that they were going to take me and that they were going to give her money for me, and all sounded terrible. And then they brought me here. I mean, they're nice, but I still don't like being sold.
Yeah, I can get why.
I nod to that statement. It's like,
Nobody likes prostitution.
When my mother hears about this,
yes. Speaking of which, we were hired by your mother.
Sorry, I had to.
Your static is coming in.
yeah, your static kicked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were hired to bring you home.
Yes. Now, I understand that you might be hesitant to, because if I know anything about your mother through the hour or so that we were discussing the situation before leaving for the forest, she would probably want you under lock and key in your room to protect any harm from approaching her daughter. Does that sound about right, or I don't know? How do you think your mother would respond to this whole situation?
With an army.
Yes.
Really
Yeah.
want- There is one on the way.
Hmm?
There is one on the way.
Is there?
Well,
And you see the brother has this look of what? Like that woke him up. He's like, excuse me.
I'm going to palm my face, wipe it down.
You
Stand
even
up.
see Ezreal in the background as this army.
So, I guess the cat's out of the bag now that Sunflower's opened his mouth again.
Is
Uh,
there an army approaching us?
We don't.
That is what was told. See, I appreciate you for taking care of her, since mother did hold us responsible for the safekeeping and return of her daughter, but I also want what's best for the child as well. And since you're so forthcoming, I think it's best to come out right with this. The reason why you were sold, I say to the child, is because the handmaiden had an illegitimate child with
Is this a story we should be talking about right now?
You say this, and her eyes get wide, and she goes, "What?"
Is this something? Is this something she's talking about?
I don't. Daddy did what?
You're not good with kids, are you?
The brother just sort of looks at you with this look of, "Oh my."
Yeah. Okay, you sit. I handle. And
No.
Sunflower will sit in front of her. Your mother has been very worried. And has said that we can't find you. There will be an army. So we found you, and we're going to bring you home to mom.
Daddy had another kid.
Oh my god.
Daddy doesn't want me.
Oh my fucking god.
And you'd see the brother kind of looks at you guys, sighs, and walks over. It's just,
No, dear one. It does not seem that is the case. It seems your father had a lapse in judgment, but you are very much loved by your parents.
he just says, kind of walking over, and he just gives this look to Kinsey of, "You need to learn a lot about children."
Sunflower is better than children than you.
No, you're fucking not. Jesus Christ. You're gonna
It's great
scar
when
this
I break
child.
that out, and the DM's still correcting you on how good you think you are with kids.
Fucking both of you are gonna scar this poor child. Like, Sunflower more than you, but Jesus Christ.
I mean, maybe
So your
Shiki-
dad
Shiki
banged
should
the
say
maid.
something.
Sure.
I mean,
It's Sunflower
the
now.
whole situation is
Fucking
like everyone just threw like the whole thing to her like it was a fucking buffet restaurant. Come on, like
Okay.
at least like have some respect for the child.
Kinsey is an orphan. I don't think he
Yeah,
gets
I
the
wonder
whole,
why.
Oh my god.
Mommy's a horde, and there goes the child. So,
Oh my god.
one small session of putting the psyche of this child back together, by Brother Ben and Shiki.
Like Shiki would just glare at Kinsey and Sunflower like, damn, I thought I was bad, but you guys.
What did Sunflower?
Dave is cackling the whole. So the brother comes back and just,
Elijah is
You're
back.
breaking up.
Hi.
"Hi."
Elijah, we saved the situation. We adopted the child. It's fine.
Good.
Yeah, you
Good. He's like, yeah, okay, that fits. He doesn't
You,
even question it.
you traumatized a fucking small child, but other than that, you're
Oh.
good.
Wait, what? What were we?
Because you
Nothing
flat
wrong.
out told her, "Hey, by the way, your dad went and slept with the goddamn handmaiden, and then you got sold." So, okay, thanks.
I just said Sunflower said that you're loved by your mother and she's willing to do anything for you. And we're bringing you home.
Oh.
So this poor child is just traumatized. So,
I
Brother Ben,
don't. Okay, can I just state for a second, like,
Hmm?
how would that have gone down if the child ever does end up meeting the father again?
Mother around at support.
I mean,
Not
that would be something they would have to explain to the child.
I just gotta
Oh, yeah.
ask, who was it that told him?
She's like 5 or 7, right?
She's like 6.
Okay.
Oh, she's
The
6.
one who said it was Kristen's character.
She is
Was who?
fucking 6.
Dragon.
She's even younger than
You just
Amelie.
traumatized this 6-year-old.
Guys. Okay.
She doesn't
If I
even know how babies happen.
if I may, my parents actually got divorced when I was 5.
That's fine.
And I consider myself lucky for that because I didn't understand the meaning of it. And by the time I did, it was already a thing of the past. So
I get
I'm
it.
explaining my personal interpretation of that situation.
I got it. However, she was sold to a bunch of people and has thus far been telling herself that this is some sort of mistake. You just affirmed in her mind, don't worry, Daddy went and slept with the maid. And she went, oh no, it wasn't a mistake. Daddy doesn't want me.
Wow, you guys.
So she's a little traumatized, but otherwise she is in healthy repair. The priest happily gives you the child if you wish to bring her back to her parents.
No, we're
No,
taking
think
her.
about
Goes back running to the guild.
I don't think the Duchess would be very happy with that. And neither would the man, her husband, who's bringing a literal fucking army. So, yeah, no. I don't see that happening.
I mean, that's
when
what
you
that
said
was said.
when you
Like,
said Duchess, I immediately thought of Anarchy's character, and I
No.
was like, what does Duchess have to do with any of this? Oh, not that one. Right. Sorry.
He would, however, also give you guys a pair of gloves. He gives you a pair of gloves that are very finely made.
oh,
They seem to be whitish with a gold trim on the back and something written in a language you guys don't understand.
Do I
HP.
recognize the
Is
script
it-
as the same one as the statue?
Correct.
is
It is.
it
Okay.
is it for?
He would tell you that this is the only thing that they have to offer you as a reward, as thanks for your services to the village. And as this is the shelter of the forgotten, they would very much appreciate it if you forgot about them.
Hmm.
And they would like to keep the doll,
Yeah,
as you have the child.
of course.
No qualms from me.
That seems like a fair exchange.
So they take the doll from you, but they give you these gloves.
It's a pair for the whole group, right?
Nope.
Or-
One
Oh.
pair of gloves. They only had enough to make one.
Okay.
So what
These
do
guys
the
are not
gloves do?
He explains these are called the Hands of Mercy. They're attuned gloves. There are 5 charges. You can cast Cure Wounds using 1 charge per spell level, up to level 4. For 2 charges, you can cast Lesser Restoration. For 5 charges, you can cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh.
While wearing the gloves, you are considered proficient with medicine, and the gloves themselves count as a healer's kit. When making a medicine check, you can restore 1 HP to a stable but 0 HP character on a DC 10 on DC 10, and you give 1 HP to a dying character on a DC 15, or automatically stabilize them on a DC 10 check.
Whoa. That's
and
good.
while wearing the gloves, you have advantage on all death saving throws.
Wow,
That's huge.
Whoa.
that's amazing.
That's
These gloves, he would tell you, were made from his fallen brethren's skin.
Oh,
That's why there's only one.
Illicit skin.
holy shit.
I don't say that out loud, but I'm pretty sure we're all thinking it. And
Yes.
if we're thinking it, he knows. And if he knows, he
Yep.
understands the importance of.
And
Yeah.
on the back of the gloves in deep speech, it says, "With these hands I give mercy."
Uh.
oh.
Oh god.
I'm gonna punch someone so mass cure wounds comes out.
And when you put the gloves on, like, it's actually a fucking mimic.
Oh, fucking witch. Yeah, that thematically, that would be pretty fucking hilarious. Like, I know it's not.
Well, we go to the witching
Pax,
coven.
Pax is struggling in the background. He's trying to hold it in, but he doesn't mute himself, so all we hear is his mic icon flashing on him. Speechless. You actually made him speechless. Oh god.
I'm so fucking tired.
That's so funny. Anyways, so I'm assuming you're going to go to return the child. I'm just speeding this along because there's really nothing else to do in between.
Yeah.
So you go to return the child. Husband's back.
Oh shit.
He has a mercenary group with him. That was his army. Wife's pissed.
How many people?
About 4.
Nice army you got there.
Mm-hmm. He went out to
Anyways.
get the milk.
Yeah, right.
Very sure.
The wife is overjoyed to have her daughter. Not so thrilled that her daughter seems
Broken.
very, very scared of her father for some reason, and seems to be under the impression the father sold her.
I'm just like, from the background, trust me, you'll thank me later.
It makes it easier later.
15 years later.
She does, however, kind of look to you guys and ask if you could explain what happened. So what do you tell her?
Is the child still in the same room? Okay.
Unless you want her shoot away, then she could be sent away.
Yeah. If we're going to talk about her father's infidelity, then
I probably like Ashiki will probably
Okay,
grab the child.
So
and...
the
have
child,
a random handmaiden take her away into her own room, I guess. Like
the butler goes and deals with her. So
that works.
Papyrus!
Yes, the butler I
Yes.
trust.
yeah, the
By Riz.
butler.
Before we
Papyrus.
get into this, I do want to say one thing.
What?
Remember, we just said that we're supposed to forget about this place.
Yeah.
No. What
So-
are you telling them?
Mm,
Okay.
We found the witches coven. I punched their mimic.
Yes. Okay, so I think what we can do is just honestly place all of the blame on the handmaiden.
Okay.
There needs to be no mention of the village. We can just say that the witches apparently were taking good care of her. Because they don't seem like bad people if that was how
yeah, they
the villagers
basically
think.
just did the job.
Yeah.
They're like, okay,
So
we have a
no need
child.
to mention no need to mention the village.
Mhm,
We can just say that the witches were taking care of the child.
mhm.
They don't seem to be with ill intentions, as far as we could tell.
They thought that the handmaiden was the mother.
But yeah, that's basically all there needs to be said, I guess. We were able to
Yeah, pretty much.
exchange it for the doll, since that was the currency that we mentioned before in the room.
So she
And,
would nod, having heard your whole story, and she just. So what do you suggest I do with them?
with
The handmaiden and my husband.
Oh.
Hmm. having never met your husband before, I can't say if there was any uh positive, lighthearted motivation towards this. He does seem intent on having a different here. Your handmaiden, however, I'm a little bit more conflicted on. See, she understood that the witches were altruistic for the most part. The worst thing that we experienced there was quite literally a mimic that uh, bit my friend here.
Punched it.
He
Yes,
punched
well,
it.
that tends to happen when you punch things that can bite back.
Oh,
No surprise there. So, she understood that the child has a wanderlust, doesn't want to be kept up in a room all day and all night. And I understand how difficult that might be to entertain, given that you just got her back. But if I may make the recommendation of just letting her go outside every once in a while, maybe go along on traveling visits, see the world.
She nods. I will take your advice into consideration, but as far as a punishment, as you were the one who uncovered all of this, I believe you should have some voice.
let's sell the daughter without no one telling it.
What say you as to their fates?
As I cannot speak on the husband's behalf, I would say it is best for you to decide, because I know nothing about him, aside from the fact that he had slept with your handmaiden. As for the handmaiden and herself, she was stupid, incredibly stupid. I will grant her that.
Whoa.
However, she did, in a sort of twisted way, grant your child her wish.
Um, what? I thought the child said that she was like.
Let him talk.
Sorry.
If he's talking for you.
Uh,
So
wait,
Oh, you're talking first. Sorry. I just thought that.
wait.
Child-
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, sorry. I need to remember these things better. The child didn't say that she wanted to go out for a walk. Like, I mean, she did. That's just for walk. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Um,
no.
scratch that. I kept on thinking that she knew what.
No, that got changed. The handmaiden lied and did everything. Let's just say.
Right. Yes. Okay. So the handmaid lied about that. So, um, so perhaps we could come to some form of proper punishment, but it has to consider a few things. One, we don't want this punishment to come biting us in the ass again. Uh, specifically, technically speaking, the deal that she had made with the witches was to make her child legitimate.
why?
To usurp the throne, I would imagine,
You
so
know,
to say.
all right.
If her daughter is the legitimate heir and not yours, then that would make you not a duchess anymore.
Well,
Or hers. Or yours,
I
referring
see.
to daughters. So, if she wants to start her own household and manor, um, she can do so on her own terms, I guess. Elsewhere, far, far away from this place. And The thing is, we don't want to foster a sense of revenge because if she were to act on it, that would be disastrous for you and your household. We also I don't know why, but I'm very hesitant on considering the death sentence.
I mean,
Your husband probably wouldn't like that. Not that you might care for his opinion or not on the matter, but
He kind of raises an eyebrow and kind of nods very slowly, like, yeah. So you're suggesting some sort of mercy then?
yes.
it would remove the problem while not creating another.
Question: what is this problem?
The problem of revenge.
Handmaiden.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
the handmaiden.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like there's still a pact going on.
There
thought we
is.
I thought we reversed it by bringing back the doll. The payment null and void.
Yeah,
No.
except for the fact that her husband tried to just usurp her using a handmaiden. That's kind of a problem.
Yep.
No, but
That isn't reversed by returning the doll or returning the daughter. The fact is, the pact that the witches did with the handmaiden is still in effect.
as long as Maiden's alive.
But they're suggesting mercy.
I mean, would it be a mercy to kill the baby then?
Oh God.
To like,
I
I
know.
mean, that's what you're suggesting then.
I'm also going along with the times. Like during this era,
That's okay. First of all, you're talking about sunflower.
yeah, no, I'm not speaking as sunflower. Else I'd be speaking voice. I'm just concerned because I'm like, this seems very lenient for a person who just tried to usurp a person's throne and sell a child, regardless of consequences.
So what? You suggest they both be put to death?
Not to death, at least stripped of everything and left on the street.
And that's how you create a problem because you leave it in their mindset that their lives were absolutely destroyed by the Duchess. And how do you think they're going to react? Because they certainly have the knowledge and know-how of a noble to get back on their feet eventually, I would imagine. That's what I'm trying to avoid,
Maybe
is problems in the future.
Child.
What was that?
Maybe next time they won't try to sell a person's child.
That wouldn't solve the problem, though.
Right.
They're not going to see it as like, oh man, I caused my own issue.
Let her get lost in the forest.
That would also be a possible death sentence.
Yeah, but like, we'll see if the.
We force a maiden and join the Guild of Misfits. Pay for all the damages.
No.
That's no.
I am not having that whore step foot in our guild hall. No, thank you.
We can use her to shove out the staples.
I don't see how any of this is not fostering senses of revenge.
Right?
You guys are missing the point completely. What is a fitting punishment that would seem fair, but not make it seem like there needs to be a balancing act on the Duchess in order to revert what was done? Right now, we still have a child that is to be legitimate when it is born, and that if that child is born, it will legally usurp the Duchess's title, and as a result, her daughter, and they would be the ones kicked out in the street.
there's no way to reverse this. Even though the other child came first, and it's still around. I thought the whole thing was getting rid of the child so that their child could be the main one. That's sort of what I thought that was. Bring the child back meant that this
How
person.
does this pact work exactly, James?
So the whole thing was she was trading to get like magical items and shit from these witches. She got something that gave her fertility, and she used it buying with gold in order to get the potion. She got the baby. She was then selling the child to get the currency to eventually be able to get something from the coven. I want to point out she never actually got anything for it because you guys found the doll, which is like a gold coin. She never spent it.
So she never like
Yeah,
the child that is going to be born is not going to be the heir.
Okay,
no,
Because the little one's back.
Yeah.
She would have been if the little one wasn't.
So
No,
yeah,
wow.
that's
We
why
brought the
I
little
was
girl back.
like,
She's the
why
first
is there a
line.
problem?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm like, why is there a problem?
okay.
So where's the child's born?
I
It's
was
not-
like, what?
So now I'm confused because I thought it was like a magical binding curse or blessing or
Nope.
something.
However, here's the problem. The maid is still around and still tried to sell off this noblewoman's daughter. And the husband obviously had some kind of hand in it from everything you found and brought back to the wife.
Yeah, let them
Hence why she's asking you, what should I do with these two?
let them get lost in the forest.
Because the thing is what's going to stop them from trying to do it again?
Right.
Or taking a more direct approach.
And if they have mercenaries there, they probably.
You would get these mercenaries, by the way, are just like drunken thugs. They're pointless.
Guild of Misfits where there's people keeping an eye on her and she's far enough away.
No.
I don't want her in the guild.
I love how you keep.
I don't.
trying to
We're not.
push.
We are not a.
You're not a
warden.
prison.
Thank you. Yes. We are an adventuring guild primarily.
You aren't a fucking prison.
We're not a daycare.
Then why don't we put her in a fucking prison?
Do you want to throw her in prison?
Because we.
I know
We
it's
have-
Park Revenge, but if she is just a handmaiden, she don't really much. The husband,
Okay.
you think you gotta take the fall with her?
Let's say, we find a jail to throw her in, right? And we just walk in and we go, hey, lock her up, throw away the key. Do you think they're going to do that?
Not to mention, this guy's got connections. I would imagine.
Think this guy's gonna take a
He's-
fall for a handmaiden that died to runes?
No. I actually like Cha's idea of tossing them into the forest
Hey,
because
they might have a chance to
one,
survive.
there's nothing. Okay, hold on a second. First off, currency can't buy them out of their situation, so already nobility doesn't matter. Two, because they can't escape the forest, they won't cause trouble at the manor, unless if they are capable of recruiting the witches again. In which case, good fucking luck if you're stripped of all of your possessions, right?
They can sell their child.
Yeah, plus they know, like they have the child.
Well,
They know
yeah,
who she is, so good
it doesn't
luck.
matter though because they don't have anything in exchange.
One other thing.
Like, oh great, you birthed a child that you told us you wanted to legitimize. Now where's the doll? And they're not going to have it.
Yep.
And they're not going to be able to find it because the doll's with the Illithid in a village that keeps moving mysteriously. Good fucking luck tracking that. And I bet you if we pay off the mercenaries, like the fucking measly amounts of gold I bet that husband hired them on to go back where you came from, sorry for your troubles, like they're
Not gonna
not going to
work.
be a part of the situation.
Yep.
I think we'll go with that.
Was Was the only reason why they couldn't find their way out was because the aliens and everyone were fucking with them?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was,
no,
it was, al-
so-
it was also the witches, though, right?
Correct. The
The
Coven can
witches
do
were
it
doing
too.
it too.
The,
Yeah.
the forest
And,
is
and the
moving
and the
constantly.
forest shifts like unnaturally by
Naturally.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
so
So
you can't.
you have 3 different factors willing to toss off like any semblance of landmarks or direction or whatever. And it's known for this legend for the Forest of the Lost because people don't come out
No, it's the forest of the forgotten.
or forgotten, right?
Yes.
Because people don't come out.
Yep.
I think we'll go with Chaw's solution.
Hell yeah.
Give to them the treatment that was given to their daughter.
Exactly.
I think that's fair. Pay off the
Plus,
mercenaries
they're
that the
probably
husband brought
gonna
along,
eat
so
their
it's not an
babies,
issue.
so that's cool.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. When the child does get born, they
Ooh.
the illithids will probably
Okay.
and the hags will probably be able to make use of that. That's their only way of getting out of the forest at that point.
At that point, they no longer have a kid or money or anything.
Exactly. So yeah, no, I think that's fair. Is anyone an objection? I hear no objection. I think we're going with that, DM.
Yay.
Okay. Hold on.
Make an initiative.
No.
Don't give him ideas, Ja. He might actually.
No.
No, but I kind of thought you guys were going a different direction with that, so I'm having to change some things.
Okay.
So she just nods and kind of looks to you and very well, I will take that under advisement. For your troubles, of course. You'll be well compensated. I thank you. I will arrange a reward to be sent to your guild. I thank you very much. So she gets up and she leaves, and you would, as a party, because I'm gonna just put it into loot chat.
Yes.
Be getting 2,000 gold.
Whoa.
From her.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get that nobility money.
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby.
And the
That-
Hand of Mercy.
Oh god.
I have to unfortunately change the other artifact because y'all went a different direction with that.
Oh. Okay.
Wait.
1 second. And a few days later, you would find a singular object is delivered to the guild. It seems to have been crafted out of a sort of odd kind of wood. But after the artificers identify it, they figure out it is actually petrified bone
Oh.
forged into the circlet of a ring.
Whoa.
Yield
Whoa.
on target death and extra psychic damage on crits.
Crit.
Interesting.
I'm liking that since I'm going crit happy soon.
So who
I
wants what?
was going to create a mercy item because that's the way you were going, and then you're like, kill him. I'm like, fuck.
Not kill them.
Yeah, we did not
It
kill him.
killed him. No, it killed him. They went into the woods and died.
Shit.
No, they're both dead. The ring is made out of their bones.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
It's their ring fingers molded into a ring.
Whoa.
The forgotten halo. It's a
Here-
ring.
Hardcore.
I think that's very counterintuitive, given it's sort of a memento.
But the rest of their bodies were lost without a trace. And no one ever told you who sent it to you. Wasn't the wife. Who takes the
another
bodies
maiden?
from the woods?
The hell is it?
That funny little
It deals psychic damage.
For fuck's sake.
A gift from the coven and a gift from the Illithid. Lost and forgotten as they should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a great session.
Can I make it a little better? Did I tell you what?
I'm going to end it now because I have been DMing since 10 o'clock and I
Yeah.
am fucking exhausted.
11.
Same.
11.
Yes.
I am
I'm-
fucking
I'm
exhausted.
also very exhausted.
Thank you for that. And
Yeah,
thank you,
thank
Cha,
you.
for sticking around for actually finishing this
Thank you,
session.
Cha.
It is
As to
4
your
a.m.?
question of, hey, are we playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
No,
I
No, no.
can't. I can't fucking do that.
no, don't
I'm
worry.
sorry. I can't.
No, I agree.
Um,
Plus, like, I was like, yeah.
so I want to at least. Can I just say right now? Kenzie wants at least one of these items.
Oh,
Because
y'all
one,
can
he
fight
doesn't-
over it. I
Yeah,
gotta
no, he doesn't
go,
have a
so-
magic item, and he kind of. I mean,
Goodbye.
he got a nat 20 and a charisma to persuade
Yeah.
the.
Well, I'm
I
ending
don't
the
want to toot
recording.
my own
Bye-bye.
horn and see. He absolutely